Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the Toon review for this afternoon's Matchday Live with myself and Billy Bob. It is Newcastle United against Luton Town, of course, at St James's Park. And hopefully we will see another 3 points for Newcastle United this afternoon. As usual, if you do enjoy today's show, guys, please do give it the thumbs up. Very important we keep those coming in on the channel. And, of course, if you're new and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, bottom right-hand corner. We're starting on, 27,040 subs. Let's see what we can finish on today. And, of course, don't forget to hit that notification bell, which will let you know when we go and schedule our live shows or we upload any recordings. You can, of course, become a member of the Toon Review if you do so wish by hitting the join button underneath myself and Billy. And you can donate to the channel as per usual by hitting that $ underneath the live chat. And you will also get your comment guaranteed to be read out on the show. So thank you for all that. Good afternoon, Mr. Billy Bob.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ditchburn. How are thee?
Thee is okay. We'll see how the old glutes hold out throughout this. I'm looking forward to my trip to IKEA after the show because Susan wants to go and I have no choice. So I will obviously look at the old office chairs when I'm there to save my ass, literally. But let's move on to the teams, shall we? And some very good news for Newcastle United with who is on the bench. But the starting lineup is Dubravka. Well, it's as normal. Trippier, Shea, Botman, Byrne, Bruno, Longstaff, Miley, and a front three of Murphy and Gordon and Almiron. So, as we expected, but the bench is looking a little bit brighter, guys. We have Karius Dummett, a returning Callum Wilson, Matt Ritchie, somebody called Harvey Barnes, Kraft, Hall, Livramento, and White. So, Billy, Barnes and Wilson are back.
Yes, I think the Isak thing was a smokescreen. They were maybe expecting Wilson to be nearer than Isak, and as has been proven on the bench, it's quite a strong bench, actually. And if we need to change things, we can, can't we?
Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to the game. I think, to be honest, I think Wilson and Barnes will get run-outs. Certainly if we're, especially if we're leading the game comfortably, then they can come on and have a little bit of a spell and see how they do. But I'm looking forward to seeing how this front three do today. I'm expecting a very, very quick start as well, Billy, from them. And just go for it, So we shall see.
Well, you're going to see a really intensive press from those three, aren't you? Plus, backed up with the midfield, you're going to get lots of pace, lots of ball swing channels. Absolutely. Luton are quite slow at the back. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just as long as we can finish, we're good, I think.
Well, that's the main thing, isn't it? This is how the opposition line up. They go with Kaminsky, Ogbene, Menji, Osho, Bell, Doherty, Lakonga, Barclay, Clark, Morris, and Adebayo. Interesting to see that Townsend is on the bench, Billy.
Yeah, he's coming back from injury, isn't he? So, yeah, he's on the bench as our players are. But, yeah, that's a team we can certainly get at. Adebayo obviously got a hat-trick midweek. Morris is a handful as well. Doughty on the left-hand side gets forward quite well. And, of course, Ross Barkley's been having a great season. So,
yeah. Of course, Doughty, or Doherty, however you want to say it, he did well against us at Kenilworth Road. He certainly was pushing forward quite a lot. I don't think he'll be as far forward today, hopefully, fingers crossed, because I don't think we'll allow that to happen because hopefully we'll be on the front foot.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably play a bit deeper anyway. They'll be scared of the pace. So I imagine they'll be defending 10 or 15 yards deeper than what they were at Kenilworth Road. Yeah, I think it's a good chance for us to score some goals today.
Indeed. Let's turn to the comments and see what people are saying. We've got Johnny here, who's been a member for 6 months now of the Toon Review. Thank you, Johnny. Hello, Paul and Billy. Good to see Barnes on the bench. I'm going for a 4-0 Toon win. Danny says a strong bench today. Yes. Trill says we have 4 that can change the game. Can't remember the last time we had that. Indeed. Kath, good afternoon to you. Colin says Miggy on the left. Certainly looks that way. I have no doubt it's going to be Miggy on the left. Rachel says, I'm so glad to see some decent subs. I'd like to see Hall too, poor lad. Well, it'd be interesting. Will Richie get a nod again to come on, or will we see Lewis Hall at some point? Jeffrey says, how are the lads? I'm here, lads and lasses, going to find out how to get to join the site. Well, just hit that join button underneath the two of us. and you will soon become a member. Charlie says, afternoon, guys. Good to have you on our screens again. Let's hope for a win today. The Mac and Cabby, good afternoon. Easy 3 points for you lot today.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Fingers crossed. Matty's going 2-0 to the Toon. Fuggy Crack, good afternoon. Mary, good afternoon. Inflamed mitts, so be careful with them. I have no idea what that's going on there, but Jesus. First points, get in, come on the Toon. Yeah, finished 2-2, didn't it, Billy?
It did, yeah. Very late goal from Everton, equaliser. 94th minute, they equalised, and so that Spurs dropping 2 points.
Yeah. Now, just to remember, everybody, you do need to be a member. A subscriber if you want to take part in the live chat. That is something that we always do on a match day live. It is subscriber only in the chat, so it's a good incentive as well to sign up to the Toon review. Leslie says today is a must-win. Gordon hat-trick today. 4-1 says Paul Stevenson. Paul J's going 6-0. Let's not get carried away, lads. Let's not get carried away. We've done it before and ended up with serious egg on our faces. Paul Tully says Barkley pulled the strings for them last time. Be critical. We watch them closely. I mean, he's having a new lease of life, shall we say, Billy, when he's moved to Luton Town, which is good for him, of course. But
he's finally got his head on his shoulder, hasn't he? He's finally got his head into gear. He's always had the talent. It's just the mental side of it that's not been quite right with Barkley, and he's never settled. Yeah. Luton have given him a chance to get back into the Premier League, and he's kind of coming up trumps for them. He's been really good this season. Yeah,
absolutely. Danny says our key is press today. Our press is key today. John says, I hope your 5-0 prediction is 100% correct. This will show we mean business. Paul, good afternoon. Sticking with a 5-0 prediction. Toon Gamer says, How just said Isak to miss a few weeks with his injury update. So definitely a smoke screen. It's a few weeks. Look, again, we don't know how long a few weeks is going to be, Billy, do we? I mean, this could literally be 2 weeks to 6 weeks. We the way Newcastle United have gone on about these injuries in the past, we don't know what to expect, do we?
Yeah, I mean, we've had players out for 2 weeks and not returning for 3 months. So I don't think it's going to be that long. I think maybe a couple of weeks and then we're back in. But we can only hope, can't we? We don't want him to miss too much. We want to get back at full strength, don't we? And we're not far off it now.
Absolutely.
Gnarly aside, we'll have to be back soon. Anderson, hopefully, Pope too.
It's all looking rosy at the minute, so let's hope it stays that way. Rachel, good afternoon. Guys, obviously, Rachel's one of the mods. Please make life easy for them this afternoon. No spoilers in the chat. If you do put spoilers in, you'll simply be removed, guys. It's unfair to the people that don't have a stream of the game and just want to listen to our commentary. Don't ruin it for them by putting silly comments in and spoilers. Wait till me and Billy have commentated on what's ever happened in the game, and then we can all talk about it in the chat. It's just to have basic respect for those that aren't watching the game and just relying on our commentary. So thank you in advance for that. Keith Dides, thank you for your $10 super chat. He says, towards your ladyboy chair. Never going to live that down, am I? Watching the rugby, listening to you. Thank you very much. Royston says, happy to see Barnes back on the bench. Once Willock is back, we can really press on this season.
Yeah.
Everton got a point against Spurs, so that's good to catch up. Indeed. My phone screen is starting to get your faces burned into it. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look, have it as your screensaver, Paul. There's nothing better. It'll certainly, give you a fright when you look at the phone. Call me Swift says, Paul, I'm wondering if you've seen what I tagged you in on Twitter about the Megalodon. I did. Thank you very much. Ian says, nice to see Barnes back. Brilliant news. Gordon hat-trick today, guys. Wait and see. I'm expecting a lot from Anthony Gordon, Billy. I don't know whether I'm expecting too much, but I just think with the whole front three, the pace we've got up there today, I think we're in our rights to expect something decent, aren't we?
Yeah, we just don't want to be lumping it long in the air, which we don't do anyway. It's a case of getting down the flanks, getting balls in the middle, and hopefully Gordon's got the nous to get to the near post when needed be, or back, drop back and pick up deep balls. Yeah. I think he's going to come trumps today. He's played really well in that role for England, so in the 21s. I'm looking forward to it. I think he'll cause havoc today.
He did look really good in the Euros, didn't he, in the summer for the under-23s? I mean, we covered that tournament on this channel. And obviously we were looking at Tonali, etc. But Anthony Gordon playing up front for England. Didn't he get player of the tournament, I think, or something like that? I'm sure he did. So, I know he's played there a couple of times for us already, but not really a full game. He's been moved up there for 20 minutes or so, and then obviously the interaction with Isak when they've moved, but they've only been sort of 5 minutes apart, haven't they? So it's never been anything massive. So I'm looking forward to it, I have to say. Vincent says, I see our midfield outclassing theirs. Will be interesting to see how our front three with Gordon as a false 9 attack. Danny says, I just watched the Spurs game. Good comeback by Everton. Good afternoon to Sidey Rita. Burn starting again before Tino or Hall. Hopefully we see one or both of them today. And that lad doesn't exist too. Yeah, Harvey Barnes, he's there. He does exist. But look, we've said this a million times, Billy, and I think it's pointless to keep rabbiting on about Livramento going to start or he should be starting ahead of Burn. Burn is his number one left back now, right? And we just have to accept that. And how he wants to use Tino for the foreseeable of the season, that is now down to Eddie Howe, of course, and of course Lewis Hall as well. So we just have to accept that back four that Eddie's playing today is his number one go-to back four. Yeah,
that's his first choice. As simple as that. And then we can argue and quibble about it as much as we like, but that's the ones that Eddie trusts the most.
Yeah. And he's not going to change it, is he? He's not going to be diverted no matter what the talk is off the field about it. Matty says if Wilson is fit enough for the bench, he's fit enough to start. Gordon doesn't perform at his best in the 9 role. Matty, listen, Wilson's been out a while. You don't just throw him straight in, mate. That would be criminal. We've seen that many, many times this season about throwing them in too early. Let Callum Wilson get a good warm-up on the sidelines before he comes on. Give him 20 minutes or so, get him back to full fitness, and then we'll see him go again. And for how long, obviously, we don't know. But, for all we know, Billy, Callum could get fit and stay fit the rest of the year.
We can only hope. As long as we don't play him too often, that's the key to it all. If we can rotate between him and Isak, so they'll both get a game a week, then they'll be fine. Unless something out of the ordinary happens, of course. Yeah, and I think that works well when we've got both of them available and we can utilize them to a point where we don't have to play them for full games. We can just basically, twist quite a few times and keep them fit. Trey says, hey, all hope for a good game this afternoon. Niall says, Matty Wilson probably is not 100%. They're going to bring him back slowly. Yeah, I totally agree. David Kane says 6-0, better of a game. I'm calling it now. Come on. Well, Garant's going 3-0, and I'm stuck in work. Boo. Oh, never mind, Garant, but hopefully you've got us on in background. Last time House said a couple of weeks, Isak was out for 3 months. That's what we just said, Billy, isn't it? I mean, look, it's becoming a bit of a meme, isn't it? Eddie Howe and his injury updates, because he gives us them, and then they're completely different to what he said originally. So it is funny. It's a bit of a laugh, you know what I mean? But hey-ho, we'll see how it goes, eh? Eddie says a few weeks, that means we won't see Isak again until the last game of the season. Who is putting a bet on for the ref to get his book butchered? Who is the ref today? I don't even know who he is.
I've no idea, Billy. I don't really pay attention to who the referee is anymore, to be honest, because I just think, well, they're as bad as each other, so does it really matter who it is?
Yeah.
Robert says, hi, Paul and Billy, good afternoon. We have some heads in the sub. I hope we win with style.
Indeed.
I think he means heads on the subs bench, doesn't he, with that one?
Yeah.
Barnes' injury was a few weeks and people forget we signed him. Yeah. Portmeister says 4-0 is my thought too. The Luton YouTube lot sound confident in themselves, mind. Oh, do they? Do they really? Well, hopefully we can put that to bed this afternoon, well and truly.
Yeah, let's give them a good idea and send them back to where County Bedfordshire, isn't it?
Yeah,
let's help between the legs.
Yeah. Guys, please don't ask us what we're watching the game on. We're not allowed to say. We have agreements in place and stuff like that, so we're not allowed to say. I like how you can never predict which player will score on any given match day. How are the lads? I know. It's, you know, you just never know. I mean, that's a good thing, though, isn't it, Billy? That you can't predict who's going to score because we've got players in a lot of positions who can hit the back of the net for us.
There's goals all over the team. All the back four have scored, except for Trippier. I don't think Trippier scored this season, has he?
No, I don't think he has. No.
The rest of the back four certainly have.
Yeah.
I think Bruno has. Longstaff certainly has. Miley has. I think they've all scored apart from Trippier.
Yeah. Very strange, isn't it? Very strange. Tony says, afternoon to the TTR family. Looking forward to a cracking game with cracking commentary. Thank you. Jay Devlin says, if people want to listen to commentary, then don't go in the chat. What is so tough about that? Why do you have to be so cynical, man? Come on. People like to take part in the chat as well as listen to the commentary. You know, if you've got respect for people who can't watch the game, then don't put spoilers in. You know, people like to take part in the chat and chat with people while the game's going on. Honestly. No spoilers. Behave yourselves. No insults. And press the like button and subscribe. Well said, Julie. Afternoon, Paul and Billy. Come on, the mighty Toon army, says Lee. Mansell says, afternoon, all. Nice to see Barnes and Wilson back 2-0 to the Toon with a Murphy brace. I'd like to see Murphy score today. Nathan says, I'm so excited to see Willock and Isak link up again. Yeah. James is going for a 9-3 win. I mean, if I can hit the goal music 9 times, Billy, I think we'll be bloody pleased with that, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Sounds like England versus Scotland in 1960, 61.
Jeez. Yeah.
When the Scottish goalkeeper said only six of them weren't my fault.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't that, Billy, that you remember such wins against Scotland?
It's amazing, isn't it? It really is.
I'm staggered by that, actually.
5-1 and 75. I still love that one.
Oh dear, our Scottish friends know what you're like, Billy Bob. Glacier says the best TV commentator. Need to get you on TV. I think if me and Billy were commentating on games, I don't think we'd last very long, to be honest. Nick says, Paul, did you get my email? I did, mate. Thank you very much. Kath Cairn says 2-0, I predict. How are the lads? I hope it's more than 2-0, Billy. I'll be happy with 2-0, don't get me wrong, but I really do hope it's more than 2-0. And we get some really good goals scored. Yeah. Shane over there in Australia, good. Well, what is it? Morning over there now?
Good eye.
Or very early morning or very late at night. I'm not too sure. He says, I vice captain Gordon today, so of course he'll do absolutely nothing. Oh, God. Got to make sure Bruno and Gordon stay disciplined. Well, I mean, let's see. Because I think the best option Luton have got, Billy, is I dare to say this, get stuck into us, really.
Of course it is. Yeah. It's the same kind of thing as what they did at Kennels Road. They were very physical there, weren't they? And of course, had the Tom Lockyer effect, the emotion of what happened to Tom Lockyer. They won't have that today. They'll have 52,000 screaming Geordies in their faces. So let's see how big and tough they are today, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Scott. Partmeister says, if Luton do manage a goal, can we play the Billy Bob fart? No. Dan, good afternoon, everyone. Glad to see Barnes and Wilson are back on the bench. As some have already said, no spoilers. There you go. Rachel's warning you. So there you go. Do not mess with Rachel on a Saturday afternoon. Or any of our mods for that matter. To be fair, Byrne has done absolutely nothing to be dropped at the moment, but I'd still rather see Livramento. Listen, we're going to see. I think we've got to just accept, Billy, that we're going to see Livramento for years to come, and that's not going to be the case with obviously Dan Byrne, is it?
We're going to see Livramento on the other side at some point.
Yeah,
It's going to be a right back, not a left back, and Lewis Hall probably be left back.
Yeah, absolutely. Garant says, are we sure it's not John Barnes on the bench? It's definitely Harvey. He is alive. Gordon's goal against Chelsea came from peeling off the centre-back in the centre-forward role. Yes, it was. How much did we manage to raise the charity stream? Just over 4 is the kind of unofficial number at the minute, but 4,000 is a roundabout figure that we made, so incredible day. And then we go again in the summer to try and beat that one, Billy.
Indeed, yeah. It's August the 31st, generally the last day of the summer transfer window, and we try and beat it again.
Absolutely. I feel the lads will be wanting to show they can smash Luton after the away game. Someone on Facebook has said a Miggy hat-trick. I wonder what odds they are. I think you'd get really good odds. Daniel says, I just want to thank you for the stream the other day, Paul and Billy. A day full of laughs. Do you know what? It was a really long day doing that 11-hour stream. But boy, we had a laugh, didn't we? I mean, it was really enjoyable. It's great to interact with all of you guys for a full day like that. And obviously raising money for great causes and, having a laugh, getting some guests on. And because... it probably would have gone a lot quicker had there actually been some transfer rumors to talk about, but there wasn't anything. We basically had to go with just off the bat, wasn't it? It was just no script, no nothing, just the way we go.
I don't think it'll never be as bad as that again. I think there's got to be some kind of transfer on the last day for us at some point in the future. I just can't see it being. And it wasn't just us; it was everyone, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So we were talking about League Two and things like that.
I mean, when Alex was doing his, we kept going to Alex and saying, right, any update on transfers, Alex? And he was like, yes, Lincoln City. And I mean, it was crazy day. Stephen Piers says, I'm slightly worried today. I can see a draw. Why, Stephen? After that performance at Villa, surely, I mean, I know, look, Luton will be absolutely, their morale will be sky high after what they did against Brighton as well, Billy, but this is at St. James's Park this time. Surely, the form we're in, the confidence is up. We have to go at them today.
Absolutely, 100%. Let's go at them. Like this was the thing I was missing about Newcastle United that we used to have years ago with Bobby Robson and Kevin Keegan's sides. We used to go at sides for 90 minutes, black and white army, just streaming forward. And we've got it again now. And against a side like Luke, we've got to be doing that again and taking them to the cleaners, really.
Yep, absolutely. Hoping for a 5-0 win to the Sport Report, but realistically 3-0 with Murphy and Bruno getting assist to Gordon. Hippie says, g'day. In Australia by any chance? Lads and ladies, I hope you're all doing well this morning. Obviously, it's morning in Australia. Then 3-1 again to the Toon today. That'll do me very, very nicely. Thank you very much. Lars says, anyone know who the last one to score a hat-trick for us was? Oh, this
Perez.
question came up the other day. It was Perez, yes. Ref was the one that sent Jimenez off. I think his name is Tom Bramall, says Chris. Okay.
I think young Jack knows him. I think he's one of his teachers. Or
something. Oh, is that one of his teachers? One of his old teachers? Yeah, that does ring a bell. Peter says all the injuries are coming back. It will be like having new players starting for the team. Billy, what will it be like?
It's like a new signing.
Absolutely.
We've got 2 new signings on the bench today.
Yeah. Cynical Jim, good afternoon to you. Afternoon, guys. Really wish this game was on TV, but you'll do. Well, thank you very much. Cynical Jim also likes is an avid fish keeper. He was giving me some advice, but I've lost quite a few fish. Died this week. Bought some Tropheus, Billy, which are very expensive African cichlid fish, and they just don't take to the water in my area because my Africans are all the other cichlids I've got are all fine. But you know what? It's just part of pet owning, I guess. Whether it's fish, dogs, cats, mice, hamsters, sloths. Yes, Julie. No links in the chat, please. We can't do that. Looking forward to this, guys. Glad it's you two commentating. Thank you very much. Let's get a good start and build to a good win. How are the Toon? I mean, how are you? A couple of minutes before the start, Billy. How are you expecting us to start the game today?
100 miles an hour. I think there'll be constant press. It'll be really, really intimidating, pressing. Yeah. Winning the ball deep in their half, and then taking advantage of that, and starting from really good positions on the pitch. I think we're going to have lots and lots of territory today. I think that's where it's going to come from: winning the ball deep and scoring goals because of that.
Absolutely. Well, don't forget, guys, to keep the likes coming in, thumbs up all the way through the stream. And of course, if you're new, keep subscribing as well. Bottom right-hand corner. Let's see what we can finish on today. And enjoy the game, basically. Remember, no spoilers or anything like that. Let's just all enjoy the game together and hopefully see Newcastle rattling some goals and, of course, 3 points as well, Billy Trey, which is interesting.
That's key.
Yeah. Have you got yours on, Billy?
I have, yeah.
Right. I'm just looking at the Luton lineup.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Just coming on the screen now, the Luton team.
Indeed. Bang on.
Superb. So just to remind you, Newcastle today start with Dubravka in goal, Trippier at right back, Burn at left back, Botman Share in the middle, midfield three of Bruno, Miley, Longstaff, and a front three of Murphy, Almiron, and Gordon, who will probably go through the middle. But the big news is that Callum Wilson is back on the bench, as is Harvey Barnes. So hopefully we'll see them at some point during the game. Well, hopefully they'll be getting match fit sooner rather than later, of course. Interestingly, Tim Krul on the bench as well for Luton Town this afternoon, Bill.
Yeah, he's obviously will get a good reception when he turns up. He's always had as close to his heart. Even when he's left, he's always checked up on us and always had good receptions whenever he's come back.
Never says anything bad about the club either, does he? No. Just looking at Newcastle United in the huddle there. Miggy listening in intently, as is Lewis Miley. And, well, I mean, I can say that they look fired up, Billy, which, they should be. Coming off the back of a fantastic win during the week. Have I tried using the Malawi salts? Yeah, I tend not to use the salts, Jim, but it's just I've never been able to keep Trophius. Whenever I've kept Trophius, unfortunately, I just can't. They just don't stay alive. But I've got the Malawi cichlids in there now as we're underway. Bloody hell, that was quick.
We are, yeah.
Christ, let's get the clock going, and we'll go to that mode, and away we go. And immediately, Luton Town are coming down the right, and Dan Burn comes in with a big tackle there and wins a throw in immediately for Newcastle. Great tackle that by Dan Burn, Billy, straight off the bat.
Yeah, they definitely showed a bit of intent, didn't they, Luton? Then
absolutely. As Bruno tries to get it clear on his left peg and deflects out for another throw in, which Dan Burn will take. I can't believe how quick that game started there, Billy. Normally, there's a rigmarole of all stuff going on in between the referee and the sideline there, waiting for kickoff. But we started off a little bit shaky here.
We have, yeah. We just played a ball across our box as well, which was very dangerous.
Yeah, but now Newcastle break away, and it's Bruno bringing it away for Newcastle. Plays it down the line to Anthony Gordon now on the right-hand side. Gordon in full stride, heading towards the byline. Cuts back inside, lays it in. Oh, why didn't he take it?
Oh, Sean.
Longstaff has coming together between Gordon there, and Gordon's furious that that free kick's gone against him. Wow, why on earth did Sean not take that in his stride? It was Cher that played Gordon away down the right. And Gordon, brilliantly, he chops back in and plays a beautiful ball to Sean. All he has to do is take that in his stride and slot the ball in, surely, Billy.
Didn't understand why he didn't shoot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not actually sure how Anthony Gordon's been penalised for that.
No, 6-1 after doing that. It's not a penalty. It's not a foul. Just play on.
Shoddy refereeing, I think it's fair to say. Anyway, Luton clear the ball. That looked like a foul by Fabian Cher, but it wasn't given. And Newcastle once again coming back down the right. Good work by Longstaff. Almost gets Murphy away. Murphy just wasn't on his heels there, but Luton played back to the goalkeeper.
Here's that press.
This is better from Newcastle. Burn rises to win a header, but he can't keep that one in play, and it spins for a Luton throw-in. Who don't exactly look like they're in much of a hurry to take this throw, Billy, but that's probably what we've got to expect and why I think we need to get an early goal, Bill.
Yeah, bring them out the shells, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they did show a little bit of intent off the kickoff, but they've been on the back foot ever since.
Yeah, good play by Miggy to win the ball back there. Now Gordon tries to play 1-2 with Almiron, but just deflected slightly, and Miley closing down there, and another throw into Luton. The intensity looks high as well, Billy. We're pressing very quickly, which you'd expect from the front three.
Indeed, Brighton taking an early lead against Palace at home as well.
Well, that's a big game, of course. They hate each other, don't they, them two? Never understand that, because they're bloody miles apart.
Eagles, Seagulls.
Yeah. Anyway, Luton trying to play it out from the back here. A little bit of space now. And coming down the right-hand side. Lovely ball chipped over. And he's got the pace on Dan Burn here. And a chance for Luton. Cuts into the box. It's a big chance for Luton. It's a great bit of defending from Sven Botman. Absolutely brilliant. But, wow, the pace there, Billy. Burn was just gassed. Completely gassed as Bruno wins a throw-in. What a run that was.
Yeah, I mean, he's a lot quicker than Dan Burn, and obviously they've seen what other teams have done, and that's where they're going to attack us down there today. So they've got to be covered from Miley and from Almiron. There wasn't any there this time, though.
I mean, I'm not sure what he was complaining about there. I mean, Botman made a fabulous tackle there.
Yeah,
I thought he might have drilled that into the far corner, Billy, rather than try and pull the ball back. But luckily for us, he changed his mind, and Botman was able to get him with a tackle. But that's a warning if there's ever one.
Yes, we're going to have to protect Dan Burn again, I guess, because he's beaten to pace from the number 7, whoever he may be. That's a good ball.
That's a foul there. Murphy's tripped over, and the linesman somehow keeps his flag down.
He's right next
but
to
the referee does blow for a free kick.
Yeah, amazing. The Lord didn't flag
the linesman there. Staggering.
He's asking the referee. He's asking the linesman why he did not flag him.
Wow. I mean, a perfectly a good question to ask, Billy.
Yeah.
Trying to get the Luton team because I'm not familiar with a lot of the Luton team, Billy. So I'm just trying to get the names up on the screen. I think it was it Makonga with the run? Yeah, I think so. Definitely got some pace about him. But Newcastle back in possession anywho with Fabian Schär, plays it back to Botman. Botman then goes to Kieran Trippier. Trippier turns. Lays it into, that was Bruno. Lays it in. Nice turn by Jacob Murphy. And Murphy slides it through. Just not enough pace, but great work for Murphy. And now Bruno. And the ball, just couldn't get the ball across as Jacob Murphy was waiting. But again, great play by Newcastle. But Gordon already, Billy, causing so many problems for Luton Town.
Yeah, he's causing havoc, and Bruno's breaking and joining them, isn't he? So, yeah, we are at it today. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. Here's Trippier to Bruno. Bruno, good strength, holding off 2 Luton players there. Fabian Schär now halfway through his own half, but just turns and goes back to Botman inside his own half. Botman quickly closed down by Adebayo, but good turn. And Lewis Smiley now finds Dan Burn. Burn back to Almiron now. Almiron back to Dan Burn. To Almiron. Good pressing this time by Luton Town, to be fair. Longstaff. Miggy has got to be careful and gets it back to Burn. Burn takes his time on the ball, but a terrible touch nearly leaves him in trouble. But luckily for us, it goes back to Dubravka. And, well, I'm sorry to say, Burns had a bit of a rocky 5 minutes, Billy.
Yeah, he's trying to do things in the wrong areas of the pitch. I mean, we were moaning about Bruno and people like that doing them. Dan Burns certainly should be doing it,
Yep. Here's Almiron for Newcastle. Knocks it back to Lewis Smiley. Murphy made a good run. I like the way, if Murphy's, look at the direction Murphy's in. What a ball by Bruno out to Trippier on the right-hand side. Trippier's got Doherty in front of him, but hangs onto the ball very well. Newcastle getting players forward. Anthony Gordon now. Murphy is cut into the centre-forward position, which is probably a game plan that they've got, Billy.
Yeah, they're going to be fluid, aren't they, interchanging. Confusing the Luton back 4, back 3, wherever they are. They'll probably be a back 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks good.
Oh, Miley's hit a worldie out to the right-hand side to Kieran Trippier. Trippier now to the byline. Pulls it low. Longstaff! It's 1-0! Brilliant goal from Newcastle United! And what a finish from Longstaff! And it's grab your granny. It's bingo time for the Toon. What a goal, Billy. Simply brilliant. And Sean did so well to get in between those 2 Luton defenders. But what a move. What a move that was.
Fantastic finish. And Kieran Trippier's back on the assist trail, isn't he?
Yeah.
With a fantastic ball across. Longstaff did what he should have done in the first minute of the game. Got a foot to it and got it. It's a terrific finish. No goalkeeper stopping that. And he deserved a 1-0 lead. And that will bring Luton out.
Absolutely. But it initially started from Lewis Miley's brilliant ball to the right to Kieran Trippier. But brilliant from Sean because he wanted that more than the Luton defenders, and he got in between them and smashed it into the bottom corner. And Newcastle ahead after 7 minutes, which is just what we wanted, Billy, because as you say, it means that Luton can't sit back for the game and try and defend.
Yeah, we can press them to our heart's content now and just take the ball in good areas of the pitch and create more chances and hopefully score a lot more goals.
Absolutely. Jonathan Danini, how are you doing? Me old mucker from Ice Hockey Days. Hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, it's the old Wasp goal scoring music, absolutely, but we love it on the Toon Review here for when Newcastle score now. Burn, back to Bruno. I mean, you can see the confidence has flown, Billy, but they just seem to be hanging on to the ball a little too long at the back. They need to wake up a little bit, those defenders. But nice turn by Miley and gets away. Miley through the middle now into the Luton half. Oh, Longstaff and Miley getting in a twist between themselves there. And Luton now come back on the attack down the left-hand side. Going against Fabian Schär, not an easy job to do at all. But this is going to be a test for Luton now, falling behind. Long shot coming in there. I'm not sure that long shot was ever on there, but there's some big tackles going in. Yep. Schär steadies the ship and rolls it out to Miley. Miley inside now to Bruno. Bruno taken out strongly, but won the ball, says the referee.
That's good tackle.
Dan Burn now. It was very strong tackle, but good on Bruno again. Good discipline. Just get up and get on with the game, isn't he? So good to see.
Well, they are pressing, Luton. They are pressing.
Cheers, buddy. Well, they've certainly not sort of rested on the laurels, Luton. They've come out and started to attack us.
Long stuff, that.
But it may suit us, this kind of game, Billy. Here's Miley. Loses the ball, though. And this is now Lokonga running down again. He's been Luton's danger man so far. He's to the byline again, Lokonga. It's a great ball in, and Fabian Schär is there to hoist the ball away with his left foot. And it's a Luton throw. But again, Lokonga getting to the byline, Billy.
We don't look secure, and we are giving the ball away at times. I mean, Miley left give the ball away there in a poor area, let Lokonga go one-on-one. Yeah. Who was it that came across there? Was it Bruno trying to physically get him out of the way, but he couldn't do it. It was a strong run from Lokonga.
Certainly been their strongest player so far, showing real attacking intent. 10 minutes gone, and Newcastle are in front thanks to a brilliant move, which Sean Longstaff converted. But I tell you what, Luton, they are going in for the tackles. There's no doubt about that. Got to be on our game today. Schär, one of those, what a ball that is to Almiron on the left. He just keeps it in play, but he's done well there. Miggy plays it into Miley now towards the byline. Miley turns back on his right foot, gives it inside to Almiron. Almiron inside to Bruno. Tried the little one too, but underhit pass from Bruno. Right idea though, Billy, if that had come off.
Well, we've seen him do it on the other side of the pitch countless times, haven't we? And
absolutely.
On this side of the pitch, didn't quite work.
Good work by Almiron to win the ball back again. Plays it into Bruno. Just on the halfway line now for Newcastle. Nobody out to the right. He's pointing there. He wants somebody to go there. He plays the ball there, but there's nobody. I don't know why Murphy was so far in field there.
No, and generally Trippier's on that side as well, isn't he? He hadn't come forward for some reason there. Don't know why, but hopefully he's okay.
Strange one. Long kick out again. The Congo tries to head that on, but that's just drifting out for a Newcastle throw in. Eddie Howe, certainly looking a bit more healthier. Probably just had a little bit of a virus the last couple of days, Billy, but he's looking fit and well.
Yep.
But Bruno's down at the minute. I think he's just winded. Just saying that he was pointing to his bread basket there, Billy, and saying that he doesn't need the trainer. So I think he's just took a bang in the stomach there. Just a little bit of wind knocked out of him. He'll be fine. Keep chomping on that Airways chewing gum. Anyway, Byrne has a throw in just over the halfway line for Newcastle. Into Gordon. Gordon's pass is not a good one for Bruno. And now Adebayo breaks for Luton. Good covering back, though, by Dan Byrne. And it's now Gordon who brings it forward. Gordon stretching his leg. He's got 3 Luton players to deal with, but he's dealt with them. It's still Anthony Gordon. Brilliantly held onto the ball there. Miley, lovely ball inside to Bruno. Bruno's got Schär in support. Schär has then got Trippier further right. Here is Kieran Trippier. Plays it inside now to Murphy. Murphy's little touch for Bruno. Bruno went sliding in there, won the ball, but couldn't actually get the ball in the direction of Jacob Murphy. Come forward again now with Osho. Plays it out wide, and now Lokonga. Lokonga again. Lokonga running at Dan Byrne here, but good covering by Miggy to help him out there, Billy. That was very naughty.
Yeah, and Miley also got back as well. So, yeah, the double cover was there for him.
I tell you what, though, Billy, credit to Luton because they haven't gone into a shell since going behind. They're giving this a go.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're looking dangerous. Obviously, the tails are up from what happened the other night, but I mean, we should really be holding these out. Really, just don't let Barkley get a grip of the game. That's the key to it all, I think.
Yeah, he's coming deeper for the ball, Ross Barkley. There, number 6. He's definitely trying to get more on the ball. That's a good tackle again from Bruno. Very strong challenge as well from Bruno, but made sure he won the ball. But Luton having a bit of possession here. Long ball, but that's a terrible goal kick. That's going to roll all the way to Dubravka. And he doesn't waste no time in getting on with this. Well, he hasn't picked it up yet. He has now. I thought he was going to play that quickly out, Billy, but he had a change of mind there and just picks the ball up because Luton was soon pressing there.
Mm.
Who is that?
It's their new signing.
Oh, is it?
Don't know what his name is. Obviously not playing today, so we don't care.
No, absolutely not. Here's Anthony Gordon again for Newcastle into Miley, but not the best ball from Anthony Gordon. And Luton get the ball back. Oh, Dan Burn, my goodness me. I mean, I think the referee's given a free kick.
He hasn't touched him, has he?
Well, he hasn't, but I think it was the intent, Billy, because he was nowhere near the ball and Luton lost possession of it. And I think that's why he's given it for a free. I mean, Dan Burn was 5 hours late for that tackle, Billy. Let's be honest.
He was. At the end of the day, he didn't touch him.
Well, you know what football's like nowadays, Billy. Contact sport's slightly gone out of the equation these days, hasn't it? As Luton again in possession.
We're allowing them to play with the ball.
Yeah, we are. We've gone a bit weird the last 5 minutes. Adebayo now for Luton Town. Gets to the byline, taking on Botman. Doesn't have any joy getting past Botman, but does win a corner for Luton, Billy.
Yeah, and we know they're dangerous from set pieces. That's where their goal came. One of their goals came from in the game at Kenilworth Road. So we've got to, we've got to be on our mettle here and concentrate.
I mean, we haven't played particularly well the last 5 minutes, Billy. We've allowed Luton much more of the ball than I would like, especially being at home.
Indeed. They were very dangerous side from set pieces.
Yep, absolutely. 15 minutes gone. Still Newcastle United leading by 1-0. We have over 2,000 watching. Thank you very much for joining in on the Matchday Live show. Please do subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. As Luton's corner is an outswinger towards the penalty spot. Header comes in. Dubravka catches and will... well, he's looking for a quick throw, but he's not going to be allowed to do it. And instead, he gets it out to Dan Burn. Burn will bring the ball forward for Newcastle. Lays it into Murphy, who's gone onto the left-hand side now, Billy. So they are doing what we thought they would do. They are sort of interchanging. But again, we're faffing around with it here at the back. And Burn's clearance is blocked, and it's another throw to Newcastle United. We're not coming out of defence at the speed that we certainly were on Tuesday, Billy.
No, definitely not.
And Dubravka being closed down very quickly, gets the ball away. Gordon, he's causing some problems for Luton, isn't he? I mean, just this, and this is a chance here. Miley clips it over the top. Gordon, I think it's a bit wider than he wanted, but he's on the left-hand side, cutting in the box, lays it into Almiron. Almiron across the net. Nobody got there for Newcastle United. And Trippier comes in at 1,000 miles an hour to win the ball. Murphy's got it back now. Great work from Murphy to hang on to that. Murphy into the box for Newcastle, trying to drill it across, and a double deflection sees it go behind for a goal kick to Luton. And I thought Murphy should have crossed that, Billy. Yeah,
he should definitely have crossed that. But yeah, when we put them under pressure, they aren't very good at defending, I've got to say. I mean, unfortunately, the ball for Gordon was pushed him a bit far wide. But I mean, no one followed Miggy.
Wasn't the best spot for Miggy either, was it? You know, it was behind Longstaff. I mean, Trippier wasn't pulling out of that, no way in hell. Good work by Botman to win it back, but he's looking for support from the midfielders to get the ball back, but Barkley's got it for Luton. Plays it out to the left, and Luton Town now back in possession. I think Gordon was just looking for that one clipped over the top to run onto, Billy, through the middle.
He wanted to go for the middle, yeah, of course he did. He'd have been one-on-one with the keeper then, wouldn't he?
Yeah, but unfortunately, Miley played it out wide. Oh, again, Dan Burn getting in a kerfuffle, and Adebayo he's fighting Dan Burn for the ball, but Burn in the end stays strong and wins it.
He did well, Dan Burn, in the end, didn't he?
He did. Great work from Bruno. Just outside his own penalty area here, just slides the ball across to Kieran Trippier now. Trippier has Murphy. He's also got Longstaff here. Longstaff turns midway through his own half, plays a lovely ball out left for Almiron now. Almiron plays the ball down for an ongoing Lewis Miley again, who's making a lot of runs there towards the byline, helping Miggy out into Bruno. Bruno clips it back, but it's overhit and will roll out for a throw-in. It's just a case of gelling, Billy. The idea and the intent is there, and I'm really impressed with Miley so far, making some brilliant runs.
He is, yeah. I mean, one of these days that ball's going to pay off. He keeps trying it. Yeah, it worked early doors for me, a couple of years ago, but it's not worked for a while. It's going to work today, I think.
There he is, Billy. There he is. Harvey Barnes. He is real.
I'm going to have to get to the cushion.
Oh, dear me. Not already. 18 minutes in and Billy needs a cushion, guys. Anyway, here come Luton on the ball midway through their own half, but good pressing by Murphy. And this could end up back with the goalkeeper. It does indeed. Gordon closing him down. Long ball played down the field again. Byrne is underneath this with Lukongo. And Byrne did well to win the header, but Lukongo has it for Luton. Good, winning the ball back by Sean Longstaff there. Miley on the press. Newcastle doing some good work there in midfield, pressing and winning the ball. That's an awful kick from the goalkeeper straight to Miley. And now Almiron down the left-hand side. Almiron whips a ball in too close to the goalkeeper. But again, Sean Longstaff making a good run into the penalty area there. But Miggy just couldn't find him. And Barkley brings it away for Luton Town. Played out to the right, looking for Lukongo, but good defensive work by Miggy. Lukongo got a touch in. Here's Adebayo. He's floored. Free kick to Luton. In a very dangerous position here. I mean, too far out for a shot, Billy. But again, set pieces will be what Luton are looking for here.
Yes, they'll be getting this into the box, won't they? Be a cross into the box, try and cause some havoc with the heads. But yeah, Barkley is pulling the strings at times, isn't he? We're not getting close enough to him at times.
Yeah, I agree. But it's one of those funny angles, Billy, which Barkley's got to try and sort of. It can't be whipped in this from this sort of angle.
No, he may want to run going in beyond the defence. Yeah, a late runner maybe. Maybe Lukongo's going to break to the right and break in one of the channels and just play it through for him.
Well, Newcastle certainly playing a very, very high line here for the free kick. A very disciplined one at the moment. Let's hope it stays that way. Because Luton eventually will have to drop back. It's towards Morris at the far post. It's 1-1. Luton have levelled the scores. And again, they've killed us on a set piece. Yep. And Luton Town have equalised in the 20th minute. And it is 1-1, Billy.
Yes. I don't know what happened there. Someone's missed a man there because this lad had complete on his own in the middle of the box there. Flick on and just head into an empty net, really. Osho with a goal. He's completely on his own. Look, he's been left, totally left. Yeah, shocking.
Completely unmarked. I mean, I don't know who's supposed to be marking him, but again, as happened to Kenilworth Road, we're leaving a man unmarked. Morris did well at the back post, plays it across, and it's a very, very good header in off the crossbar. And Luton Town are level in the 20th minute.
Yeah, Botman, probably his area for defending.
Botman and Longstaff both looking at him.
Yeah, and Gordon as well as looking from the other side. So, yeah, it's not a great goal, that.
Wow. I think it's Osho that's got the goal, Billy.
Yeah, Gabriel Osho, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Well, we've got goals. That's a certainty. It's Newcastle United 1, Luton Town 1. And, well, I'll be looking for a response from us straight away, to be honest. I mean, but credit Luton Town, Billy. They've come, they've gone behind, but they've probably been the better team since we scored.
They have, and they're at it again here.
They are. Lukongo down the right-hand side. Good tracking back by Miggy Almiron. I'm not sure where our left back was at the time there. But Luton certainly will be inspired by that. And again, looking for the pace of Lukongo. And he's got behind Miggy. Ball into the box. Share sticks out a leg. Sorry, Botman does. But Adebayo will shoot. It's blocked by Botman. Newcastle under tremendous pressure here. Scramble in the box, and eventually Miggy brings it away and plays a lovely ball up to Gordon. Now, has Gordon got the pace to get around Osho? He has. Gordon's in on goal. Oh, he just couldn't break the ball with him, but he's still going into the box. Gordon on his right foot. Great save by the goalkeeper. Longstaff 2-1.
Yeah!
And we are back ahead straight away with Sean Longstaff. And goals are aplenty in this game. And listen, grab your granny because we're going swimming this time. I thought Gordon had forgot to take the ball, but then he did really well, Billy.
He did, yeah, brilliant shit. And do you know what? Longstaff's busted a gut to get into that area, and he deserved his goal there. Terrific finish again.
Not? That was superb. Great run by Gordon. Just the ball slowed up for him, but he still did immensely well. Cut in on his right. Good save by the... Well, I'm not sure it was a good save. Actually, he palmed it straight out to Longstaff.
Yeah, it's a terrible save, really.
But brilliant from Sean. Getting into the box and a very accomplished finish again, Billy. Didn't panic. Just slotted it in the corner. 2-1 the Toon.
Calm as you like, wasn't it? It was hit between the net, the post and the back of the net. So fantastic finish. That's two he's put in the same place. And Longstaff is definitely on form.
Yep. Gordon has been a thorn in Luton's arse all the way through this first 20-odd minutes, Billy. Absolutely no doubt. Brandon, thank you for your super chat. 2-1. Sean Longpard over here looked at them runs. And Newcastle coming back down again on the right-hand side now with Jacob Murphy. Clips a ball in. Cleared away by Luton. Long, high in the air. Longstaff underneath it. It comes to Share. Good play by Share. He's off again. And now he's belting after the ball to the byline is Share. And he wins the corner. That's superb from Fabian Share, Billy.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely outstanding. It's not Lukongo. It's Benny. This is number 7.
Is it?
We've been calling him Lukongo. He's got a Benny on the back of his shirt.
But there isn't anyone called that in the start 11, Billy. It is Lukonga. I just think he's got his first name there.
Maybe he's got his first name, yeah.
Yeah. Trippier comes across to take this. Now, the thing is, Billy, that'll be a right kick in the bollocks for Luton because, you know, getting the equaliser and then literally 3 minutes later, it's 2-1. And if we get a third here, then we're going for a short corner. Trippier to Almiron. It's now Bruno. Bruno, does he fancy a shot? No, he's closed down. He's had to turn and give it all the way back to Jacob Murphy now. Murphy pings the ball out to the left-hand side. It's a brilliant ball to Almiron. Almiron sticks his ass out to hold the ball up. I think he's running out of play. No, says the linesman. Still in. Trippier, what a ball. That is into the box, and it's a dodgy header. Share's in there again, and so's Dan Burn. Corner Newcastle.
Yeah, good pressure from Share. Good pressure from Share, that. And Osho was celebrating his goal a minute ago, thinking he was the king of the castle. And he doesn't look so happy now, does he?
Well, king of the castle. He's now the dirty rascal, Billy.
He is indeed.
Pardon the pun. Yeah. Corner to Newcastle. 25 gone. It's 2-1. We expected goals in this game. We've got them. It's been quite I think it's been quite end-to-end, Billy, to be honest. It's been one of those games you quite enjoy watching.
Yeah, both defences haven't looked great, to be fair.
We'll gloss over Newcastle's defensive errors, but let's see if we can get a third goal from the corner. In it comes deep to the far post. Burn is, I think that's Longstaff, actually. No, it's Botman wrestled to the floor, but the referee's not having any of it. Botman just looks at the referee and says, you're an absolute twat, mate, and gets on with the game. Just seen it again. I mean...
What's it supposed to...
I mean, he's wrestled him to the floor. I mean, why are VAR not looking at that?
It's unbelievable. They're looking at him at certain grounds, that's for certain. They're looking at Old Trafford.
If your ground's called Old Trafford or Anfield, absolutely, Billy. Adebayor trying to cause Botman a little bit of problems there, but Trippier comes in and mops it up really well. Plays the ball out now. Dubravka to Bruno. Inside to Longstaff. To Murphy. Murphy getting pushed back, but he's done absolutely brilliantly. And Murphy's away through the middle and clips the ball out to the right. Has Miley got the pace to get there? No, he hasn't.
Great ball. Unfortunately, Miley didn't have the pace.
And, well, the keeper's gone and just sort of dinked it out for a corner. But what a turn by Murphy, Billy.
Brilliant from Murphy. And the pass was good as well. It's just unfortunate that we haven't got the athletic midfielder on the
well, that's the thing. I mean, Miley...
Joe Willock, he was in.
Yeah. Miley's, if one thing lets Miley down, it's pace. But it was a brilliant move again. Great stuff from Murphy. And we have another corner. We're starting to turn the screw a little bit on Luton Town here now. And I think they can smell blood, Newcastle, and rightly so. I think there's more goals in this for us.
Yes, if we get one here, I think the floodgates may well open.
Indeed. In comes the corner from Trippier. It's awful. I can see what he was trying to do. Played along the ground for Gordon, but now it's only resulted in a Luton break. And they're coming out very quick here. But great covering again from Jacob Murphy. And he screams at the crowd and has a laugh with the crowd as well. He's just Murphy. You what, mate?
I think even Alfie Doughty was laughing there.
Yeah, he was. Murphy interacting with the crowd. Great to see. Incidentally, 28 minutes gone, and both teams have had 4 attempts at goal. 3 on target for Newcastle, 2 of which have gone in. 2 on target for Luton, 1 of which has gone in. So a very entertaining game here as Jacob Murphy now has the ball just inside his own half. But again, spins away and finds Bruno. Bruno now making a run forward, looking for the opportunity to play somebody in. It's an awful ball from Bruno. He's got to be better than that.
Yeah,
that's a couple of occasions he's tried to play a ball in and he's overhit it.
He's trying to thread the eye of the needle, isn't he? And all he's got to do is play a simple pass.
Yeah, he's angry with himself for that because Murphy had made a very, very good run and just a nice gentle pass into him, and he would have been able to either have a shot or get another cross in.
Yeah,
it didn't happen though. And Luton again now trying to play out from the back. Good pressing from Trippier to win the ball back. And now Murphy clips it into the box. It's not a great ball, and the keeper will collect that all day. It's just slightly the wrong body angle there to get it to try and whip a cross in. Lokonga now breaking away again down the right-hand side. He's going for a run. He's trying to get inside Byrne. He's done exactly that. What a run this is from Lokonga. But Newcastle do eventually get men back. He is rapid, Billy.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he is rapid or he just looks rapid.
Well, he's against Dan Byrne. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Here's Barclay for Luton. Round about 40 yards out. Plays it to the right again to Lokonga. He gets his head up. Cuts inside Dan Byrne. Almiron is helping out defensively there nicely. Barclay now for Luton. Again, they look threatening on the edge of the box. Back to Ross Barkley. At some point, they've got to try and maybe get the ball into the box. It's gone out to the left-hand side to Doherty now. Tries to get the cross in. Good work by Trippier. Adebayo allowed so much space in the box there, but Newcastle survive, and it's played out towards Gordon. But good covering, and it's going to be a throw into Newcastle midway through the Newcastle half. But when the ball came into Adebayo there, Billy, he was standing on his own.
They're causing us all kinds of grief at the back, aren't they? They really are. They're hard to mark. They're pulling into spaces, and we're not adept at it at the minute. We've got to get our heads in gear at the back. Yeah, they do look dangerous even now. I mean, and this lad on the right, Christ.
Oh, that's awful for Byrne. And now Newcastle are under pressure again. It's Adebayo on the right hand side this time. He nutmegs Botman, and does he get a free kick? No, says the referee. He fell over, and then Adebayo goes and fouls. Bruno has a shot, which is an absolute worldie of a save from Dubravka, but the whistle had already gone.
He should be a card for that. He should be a card for that. He should keep the ball away.
Well, I would have thought so, yeah.
And he's moaning about he's descending the referee now, so...
I mean, there was no foul there. Botman didn't even stick out a leg, so it was a good decision not to give it. And then
he's dived for one. He's fouled him then, and he's kicked the ball away.
Yeah, again, I mean, that's when the referees need to assert a little bit of discipline, Billy, just to show that, hey, I know there hasn't been a lot of fouls in this game, but any kind of crap like that, and I will punish. Fabian Schär. Very, very deep now to Trippier. Lovely 1-2 with Schär. And Schär's away again. Look at this, man, for a centre-back. Rapid. Down the line for Gordon, but covered well. Again by Osho. He's having to do a lot of running in this game as Osho, but Anthony Gordon's just causing so many problems with his runs.
Yeah,
Billy.
He's taking him into where he doesn't want to go to, isn't he? He's running diagonals left and right, and taking the defender with him, and he don't really want to be there. But yeah, good defending in the end to get rid of it, but still.
Longstaff wins it back, and Newcastle win a throw-in right on the halfway line there. Trippier will take this for Newcastle.
I want to see Miggy in the game more. Murphy's done an awful
lot.
Miggy's
not been in the game at all, no. And considering he's down the left on his left foot, I mean, you'd expect him to get the ball and have a run. But the times he's had the ball, he's cut inside a couple of times. You know, he's on his left peg, have a run at the defender.
I guess he is kind of on his back foot because he's conscious he's got to help Byrne in defence, but even so.
Oh, that's a lovely little ball into Bruno. Now Bruno's in acres of space. That's a good ball into Gordon. Gordon lays it for Murphy. Back to Bruno. Just couldn't take it with him. I'm not so sure, Billy. I think that Bruno had missed the ball.
Yeah, he's hurt himself. I think he's hurt his knee. He might have twisted his knee.
Well, I hope not. I just think there wasn't any foul there, definitely, for me. I mean, I guess we'll see it at some point, but
not a foul. For me. Absolutely not a foul.
And that's a foul by Anthony Gordon, according to the referee. It's left Lokonga on his arse. Bruno is back on his feet, so we'll have another look at this. Played into Gordon. Gordon knows he can't take it with him, lays it up to Murphy. Murphy inside. I mean, he'd already lost the ball. The ball was gone.
Yeah.
Well, Bruno, I mean, he clattered in leg on leg. I don't think Bruno was that hurt, Billy, to be honest. Feeling the back of his hamstring, actually, more than anything. But he looks okay, and the game is back underway. And Ross Barkley has it for Luton. 33 minutes gone. Newcastle still lead by 2-1 in what has been a very entertaining first half, undoubtedly. Nearly 2,400 watching, guys. Please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner. As Lokonga now again going against Dan Byrne. Byrne gives him a shove and wins the throw in. And
I think,
yeah, I thought he might have been lucky to get away with a free kick there, but it was a blatant push, but again, just too strong.
Brighton are now 3 up against Crystal Palace.
Wow. I mean, what a way to respond. Palace ahead. I mean, how is Roy Hodgson still in that job, Billy? They are in free fall.
Yeah.
But, Brighton need a performance, to be fair. Here comes Doherty for Luton. Good defending that by Fabian Schär again. Steps out. Longstaff to Trippier now. And Newcastle breaking again. At the moment, they've got a 5-on-4 here if Miggy gets his arse into gear. Murphy. Gordon. And now Almiron. But again, Miggy was just gently strolling in. Cross comes into the box. It's fired away. And Luton eventually get the ball away. Why isn't Miggy busting a gut to get in the box there? Sean goes for a thunderbolt, and it's over the bar as he's hunting a hat-trick.
Unlucky, yeah. He's got an eye for it, hasn't he? Yeah, you're right. Miggy didn't bust a gut to get in there. Then it was strange how he kind of held back, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's jogging alongside Miley. Oh, dear. Because I think that's what Murphy was initially looking for. He got his head up and tried to see who was at the back post because he was just going to fizz it across.
And in the end, he overrun it. Good Lord.
And then, obviously, the ball to Gordon was slightly behind him, which Gordon couldn't get full pace on the shot. And the move died out as Luton break forward now over the halfway line.
Really well there, Luton, to be fair.
Yep. Here they come. It's Adebayo on the left-hand side now. It's been a tremendously entertaining half. That's awful from Botman, and he's giving the ball away again. And both defenses, Billy, have been a little bit rocky. I mean, here's Lukongo on the right-hand side. I think it was Morrison made a really good run in the box there, and Lukongo completely ignored him. Adebayo now. That's a nice one too. Good defending by Kieran Trippier. World class that from Trippier. Just edged him out, Billy. Used his strength and said, "You're not getting through there, sunshine."
Yeah, but it was the pass from Barkley that started it all off, and then they don't flick him behind. But we've still got to keep tabs on Barkley because he's dangerous. He can pull strings.
Absolutely,
no doubt about it.
That's a long ball over the top for Miley, and Miley tripped over by Osho. That's got to be a free kick. Absolutely is. Miley had gone past him quite easily, to be honest, and was away. Actually, Billy, number 7 is Ogbenny. It isn't Lukongo.
That's what I said earlier.
No, you said Benny.
Ogbenny. Wouldn't you say Benny, would I?
Benny. Ogbenny's number 7, Billy.
I said Ogbenny.
No, you didn't.
When I said he's not Lukongo, he's got Ogbenny on the back of his shirt.
I didn't hear you. Sod you. It doesn't matter.
Unless Ogbenny's his first name and Lukongo's his second name.
Well, it can't be because Ogbenny and Lukongo are on the team sheet, Billy.
You said Ogbenny were on the team sheet when I said it.
Because I didn't think you said Ogbenny, but what does it bloody matter? They're all Luton players anyway.
Yeah, they are.
And he's causing us havoc.
Yes.
Anyway, Trippier with a free kick into the box, headed away. Comes out to Jacob Murphy now. Around about 50 yards from goal, clips it to the left. There's nobody there for Newcastle, and it drifts out. I have to say, Billy, I was looking forward to seeing Miggy on the left, but it's not happening so far. It's, he's not, and he's got the pace.
It might just be that the fact is he's having to defend and help out at the back. He can't put his full mind on attacking. But
the thing is, there's a couple of times, Billy, where he's had the opportunity and he's cut inside.
I don't know
what's going on here. Space aplenty for Luton Town as they come into the penalty area. Dropped it back. Good covering again from Kieran Trippier. Morris was belting towards the box, but Trippier covered him well. Now here's Ogbenny into the penalty area again. Going to the right, going to the left. He's twisting and turning like Michael Jackson. Barkley. And that's Adebayo. Chance to get a shot away. But again, it's Fabian Schär who's been quality in this game. Yes. Out for a corner to Luton. This is incredibly end-to-end, Billy.
Yeah, we've got to tighten up at the back. It's not working. I think a lot of it's down to Dan Bird, if I'm perfectly honest. I mean, he's been taken to the cleaners a few times today, hasn't he? Let's be perfectly frank about things.
Yeah.
And Botman doesn't look on top of his game either defensively.
No, Botman's give the ball away a couple of times when we stepped out from the back, and he's tried to play it out. He's given it away. Anyway, in comes the corner, and this time it's headed away, and it is Dan Burn that gets his head to this. Anthony Gordon now. Ogbenny wins it back, and Luton Town back in possession. Not a hint of them going back to the goalkeeper. They want to get this forward again. Doherty plays it inside. Luton pinning us back a little bit at the minute, but they're definitely looking for Barkley just to spring that pass, aren't they? They're giving it to him all the time, and he's on the ball here. Yeah, he is. But good pressing that by Newcastle. Forced Luton back into their own half here, but again, simple ball to Barkley in the middle of the park. Waiting for somebody to make a run as usual, and here will come Luton again. Are they going to get a cross in the R? Right to the back post, but Dubravka out brilliantly. I was worried there, Billy, because there was 2 Luton players at the back post completely unmarked again.
They were, yeah. It's worrying that the way we're defending today. We're usually pretty strong at the back 4, but the left-hand side of the defence looks shaky, to say the least.
Yeah, Botman and Byrne. But again, I mean, nobody had picked them up there. Here's Bruno to Gordon. Gordon cuts inside. He's whipped the ball. I mean, Murphy's got to stay out wide. I don't know why he'd come so far inside again. And I think that's where Anthony Gordon was expecting Murphy to be, because he got the ball, he cut in, and he whipped it out there looking for the run. Have the ball back again.
Go through it again.
And Barkley's got it. Oh, he's got past Longstaff now. And Luton it's a 3-on-3. Barkley driving towards the penalty area. Plays it to the left. To Doherty. Smashes it in. Save Dubravka. But it's in the net for 2-2. And it's Ross Barkley with a simple tap in. And then where is the bloody defending again? It is Allah with a shop. And God almighty, shave my arse hair with a rusty razor and then stick a cucumber up it. Simple as that. It's 2-2, Billy.
Yeah, they're going to really look at Rick O'Shea in the middle of the park, actually. Longstaff won the ball off him, but it ricocheted back to, you'll see it here. The ricochet comes now and he gets, there you go, there. Now, how lucky is that? I mean, he got away with murder there, but still.
But again,
there's no one tracking back with him, and it's 3v2 at the back here. And it's a poor save from Dubravka.
Billy, what's Trippier doing here? What's Trippier doing? Because look, Fabian shares there on Ross Barkley, then Trippier comes across and leaves Doherty.
Yeah, and then bottoms having to go across.
Oh my goodness!
Dubravka palmed it back into the middle of the park. We just said about their keeper doing exactly the same thing. Poor goalkeeping as well. It's just a total shit show all round. That is.
Wow.
And we've been saying it for a long time. For today at least, the defence looks shaky as hell, and they're allowing Barkley to play, and we shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, we're normally so much better defensively than this, but Ross Barkley is definitely pulling the strings, Billy. I mean, that was a brilliant break from midfield. Yeah, got a bit of luck, but my God, he made, you know, and if you get a bit of luck, Billy, you've got to make sure you take your luck, and he certainly did there.
Yeah, I'm amazed Eddie Howe hasn't tried to address him, but just plonk someone on Barkley. Don't let him play. Simple as that.
Burn just letting it bounce off his head. That's shocking defending. 12-man Toon, thank you for your super chat. Is Burn not leaving Botman out to dry? Well, he's leaving everybody out to dry in this first half. He's been shambolic. I mean, there was another one, Billy, just a long punt up the field from Luton. And Burn, instead of heading it anywhere, just lets it bounce off his head and straight to Ogbeni again.
But what he did against Villa on Tuesday was just get it into touch, get it, you know, and deal with the next play. But today he's trying to keep the ball in play, and he's getting found out because every header he's done has been back to them. It's been shocking. Yeah,
I mean, Billy, to be honest, if I'm openly honest with you on that goal, I really think Longstaff should have been stronger there.
Yeah, probably should have been.
He wasn't strong enough for me, and that's why the ball ended up just bouncing back. He should have gone in a lot harder than he did. But
how weak Miggy was there as well.
He's having a shocker. It's played into the box again. Dubravka comes out and gets the ball. It was Morris who was in there. Adebayo played the ball across, and Morris almost getting on the end of it. And listen, it's been a shit show for both defenders, both defenses in this first half, Billy. It's an absolute shit show.
Yeah, it really has. But the key to it all is stopping Barkley from playing. You've just got to stick someone on him. He's not got the legs anymore. Just stick someone on him.
Well,
stop him.
Legs anymore, but he drove forward like a bloody 21-year-old there for that goal.
Especially once or 2-1 up, just stop him from playing, and then they're not going to create anything without him pulling the strings. I'm pretty sure of it.
Connor, thanks for your super chat. Burn needs to be pulled. Billy the Goat. There you go. Long ball played for Anthony Gordon. It's cleared away by Oshaw, who's got one of the Luton goals. Here's Almiron now. Again, cutting back inside, but he's running backwards. He's still going backwards and plays it all the way back to Share. Share now whips a ball out to the right-hand side. Murphy then gets a header on it. Trippier chasing it down.
He's offside.
Luton are the more confident team here, Billy.
Yes, they are. They're better.
In fact, I think Luton have had the better first half, even though it's 2-2.
Yeah, I agree.
As Murphy closes down, and it's a goal kick to Luton Town. We've got a couple of minutes before half time. Well, a couple of minutes of normal time before we see what the injury. I don't think there'll be a lot of injury time at the end of this first half, although we have had 4 goals, to be fair. Our left-hand side has been piss poor, Billy. I think it's fair to say.
Yes,
it's non-existent, our left-hand side. And, Miggy's been given a chance here, and we're all saying, great to see Miggy on his left foot. He hasn't took a player on in this first half. No. Not once. He hasn't gone down the line. Not once. We've seen Murphy do it. We've seen Gordon do it.
Yeah, Murphy hasn't got to go back and defend as much, so I say. I mean, it's got to be in the back of his mind.
Maybe not, Billy, but the time...
But that shouldn't be the case, should it? That shouldn't be the
Absolutely,
case.
But the times Miggy's had an opportunity, he's just cut back inside and laid an easy pass. He's never once gone past anybody. That's got to be a foul on Trippier there. Morris has pushed him. Morris is disgusted with the decision. But, I mean, Trippier was just through half the length of St. James's Park there.
It was a blatant push, and he's arguing against it.
I mean, I think overall, attacking-wise, we've done very well. Murphy's been good. Gordon's been really good, making some really good runs. Miley's getting forward. Longstaff's got 2 goals. So there is some decent performances out there, but defensively, I mean, Christ. 4 minutes added on, Billy, at the end of the first half here. 4 minutes.
It's not even counter-attack goals either. We were getting caught with counter-attack goals today. But
yeah.
It's not today, is it? It's just not good. Anyway.
I still think there's plenty more goals in this. He is Fabian Schär. Oh, I think if he'd gone down there, Billy, there would have been a shout for a penalty. And Luton have a free kick, fouled by Fabian Schär himself. I honestly thought when he cut back there, Billy, if he'd gone down, that would have been an interesting shout.
Yeah.
But Luton will be in no rush to take this free kick. They'll be absolutely delighted with the first half, considering they've been a goal down twice. They've come back twice, and probably, if we're being openly honest, been slightly the better team, which...
Well, they're playing with more structure, aren't they? They've got a style of play, and everything goes through Barclay. They've got the pace on the width, on the width, and they've got physical centre forward, so that they know exactly how to play to their strengths.
Absolutely, and
again, Dan heads it to nobody.
He's been rotten this first half, absolutely rotten. Barkley again manages to get through 3 Newcastle players to get the pass away. And I tell you what, Billy, I mean, hats off to Ross Barkley. He could have put his head down and just disappeared out of thin air. But, he took a bit of flack when everybody said, you've gone to Luton. But he's one of the main men at Luton, and he's totally revitalised his career, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's always available, isn't he? He sits in the 6. He's always available. And when he gets the ball, he generally does something with it, which is, I
mean, obviously, Ross Barkley used to be, he used to be much more of an attacking midfielder in his early days. But now he's much more of a, as you say, sitting back in the 6th row. 47 minutes just clicked over. Oh, look at the space in midfield here for Luton as they come forward again. And again, it's with Ross Barkley driving forward, looking to the right-hand side again to see who's available. And, of course, Ogbenny is there, and he's going to have a run at Dan Burn again. Miggy has come back this time. Dan Burn does get a foot on it and clips it to Almiron. Almiron cuts back, plays a lovely ball. That's a nice play by Miggy and to Bruno. Bruno rolls it up now to Gordon. Gordon spins. He's got Trippier out wide. Finds Trippier. Still in our own half, though, Newcastle. That's a lovely ball again into Longstaff. Out wide for Murphy. That's a good bit of play from Newcastle. Murphy driving forward. Plays the ball in. Now, where's Miggy Almiron?
No, we'll get a corner for it, but yeah, I agree.
I mean, it's actually Miley on the left wing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even Miley's just jogging and he's not.
It's Miley and Bruno trying to get in the box.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Miley's calling for the ball to be whipped in, but he's just jogging.
I mean, Gordon was involved deep earlier in the move, so
yeah, he was.
He wasn't there, but there's no excuse for Miggy.
Corner to Newcastle. This would be a good time to go back in front. In it comes. It's flicked on. It's bouncing around. There's a Newcastle player gone down. No foul, says the referee, and belted into the Newcastle skyline as we come back again with Trippier. Waste no time playing the ball back into the penalty area, and it's headed away. Throw in for Newcastle. A minute and a half left of the additional time at the end of this first half. Newcastle United 2, Luton Town 2. It's been crazy first half. Botman plays a ball out wide now for Jacob Murphy on the right-hand side. Murphy takes it down. Doherty doesn't waste any time getting stuck into him, though. Miley to Trippier. Back to Lewis Miley now, who can turn, but the referee has blown a little bit early there for half-time, considering it was supposed to be a minimum of 4 minutes. But we've had the first half, and it finishes at half-time. It's at James's Park. Newcastle 2, Luton 2. Billy Bob.
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining game of football, hasn't it? But unfortunately, it's one apiece, two apiece. Sorry, defenses haven't been on top. Defenses have been poor at both ends. Ross Barkley's been pulling the strings. We haven't got to grips with him at all. But there's still goals in it for us. I mean, I'd like to see Callum Wilson on second half, and I'd like to see Miggy come off. I'd like to see Gordon go back out to the wide left. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see.
A couple of other latest scores in the Premier League were Brighton 3, Palace 0, and Burnley 0, Fulham 2. I think the writing's on the wall for Burnley this season, Billy. I don't think they're going anywhere. We've got 2,500 watching. Thank you so much for tuning into the Toon Review again for Matchday Live. Please do hit the subscribe button if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner, click the logo, click subscribe, and come and be part of this amazing family community that we have on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Keep those super chats coming in, guys. If you want to donate to the channel, that will guarantee your comment to be read straight out as well by hitting that $sign at the bottom of the live comments. And don't forget to give us the thumbs up if you're enjoying the commentary this afternoon. I mean, Billy, you know, assessing the first half, it's clear that the left-hand side needs an absolute rocket up their asses because, yeah, Miggy's been backtracking and helping defensively, but that's not where we, you know, Miggy's a left winger and he's getting the ball and he's cutting inside. He's doing what he does when he's on the right, and he's just laying a simple ball off and he's running at nobody. He's not one take on in that first half.
No, it's the whole of that left-hand side, and even Botman inside and Berners, they've all been pretty poor, to be honest. Defensively, the two of them, Burner and Botman, have been terribly poor today. And Miggy's having to be on his back foot all the time. But, I mean, it's down to Burn. It really is. Livramento for Burn and Wilson for Miggy would be my changes. Yeah. Whether he does it straight away, I don't know, but he probably won't.
Well, he probably won't know. I mean, you know what he's like. He doesn't tend to do anything at half-time. But listen, we have to credit Luton as well because, absolutely, you know, they've come up this season and everybody thought Luton were going to be absolute whipping boys of the Premier League. And to be fair, it started off that way. But since they've become established and they've got the kind of the players they want, they do look a much better side. And, you know, but the defence, both defences today have been horrible.
They're playing with some structure, aren't they? I mean, everything goes through Barkley. They've got pace on the flanks and they've got physicality up front. Yeah, you know, it's a good recipe to get at us, and that's how they've been doing it. Yeah.
Anyway, we're joined by Stato for his halftime analysis. Good evening, good afternoon. 2 seconds, because DJ's just sent a super chat in. He says it's the Nottingham Forest game all over again. Burn getting killed. We're struggling against their press and giving it away cheaply. Keith, thank you for your super chat. Dan Burn being rinsed on pace. Get Tino on for him. Get Wilson on. Alex, your thoughts?
Yeah, missing a couple of players, really. We could do with a left-back correct for this situation, this type of game, which would be Livramento, in my opinion. And we could just do with somebody in midfield with a little bit more oomph, a little bit more technical quality, i.e. a Tonali or a Joe Linton that we just haven't got available right now. And they're actually beating us out on possession with 51% possession. They're the ones controlling the overall tempo of the game, not us, and we're at home. That's really concerning for one of the poorest teams in the league. It is 2-2. I mean, the XG's basically 1-1-ish. Being level is absolutely fair right now, whether it's 1-1 or 2-2, which hurts to say, but it's the truth. We look good-ish in parts, but we need to get some control of this game. And it's nice to see some returning faces to the bench, but none of them are the type of profile that we need to come on and wrestle control of the game. albeit Livramento will help stop the blood flow somewhat. We could just do with a bit more control.
Jack Bland, thank you for your super chat. Should we try and get Barkley in the summer? Nah, for me, Barkley he's not. Although he's pulling the strings for Luton, I think not for where we want to be. I mean, look, the left-hand side in general, Alex, has been poor because, as I say, Miggy's done nothing. He's done absolutely nothing down that left-hand side. He hasn't tried to take a player on at all. It's unbelievable. Andrew Howe, thank you for your super chat. He's got to be better, has Miggy, Alex.
Yeah, he's been involved in the build-up. I've liked what the front three have done generally. I think they're not sure who to mark because they do keep floating everywhere, which is nice. But then you lose the whole point of not having a focal point in the team. Yeah, Miggy could be doing a bit more. I think Jacob's doing a lot more on the right-hand side. Mm-hmm. If you had to rate the front three, Miggy's had the poorest of the first half out of the front three. Yeah, defensively, maybe a little bit suspect. He needs to help Burn a bit more. Yeah, I mean, but do we risk Barnes really early in the second half? I'd say Barnes, even though he's on the bench, is it one of these things from Eddie Howe where it's just a token gesture that he's not actually meant to be coming on?
Well, Billy mentioned bringing Wilson on for Miggy and then just sticking Gordon back on the left.
Yeah, again, it's one of those where we just don't know, do we? Are their appearances on the bench merely a token gesture? Are they meant to be coming on for 10 minutes? Are they meant to be coming on for more than that, half an hour? We're not sure. Obviously, if there's an injury, that'll have to happen anyway. But given the choice, is he going to bring them on? I mean, we need to beat Luton at home. Otherwise, realistically, I know it sounds a bit silly, but beating Villa away is pointless if we don't go and win against Luton.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just makes no difference.
Yano, I know you're a big fan of Miggy, right? But I can't understand the hatred on this channel for Miggy. It's not hatred. We just expect more from him.
I purely said he was the worst out of the three. I thought out of the front three, he didn't do as good as Murphy and Gordon, which I think is fair.
I want to see Miggy's got the capability to take players on, right? So he's on his right, he's on his correct side, he's on his left foot. Try and go past the defender once or twice and whip a cross in. He's not done that once in the first half, Yano. So explain to me why we should be praising him and blowing flowers up his ass when he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Unbelievable, man.
He has crossed it.
Nah.
I mean, Bruno hasn't been great either, has he? Let's be honest.
Bruno hasn't been great. Botman's been poor. Burns been poor. Does that mean we hate them? No, they're just not on the game today. Hence why it's 2-2 against Luton Town.
I think we've got to be careful with recency bias. I think the first half an hour was fine. We just got done for the goal. We were okay in the first half an hour, but then in the final 15 minutes of that first half, we completely lost control.
We've been shocking defensively, man.
As soon as we score,
there are holes appearing.
As soon as we score, then they take control till they score. Then we take control till we score.
Yeah.
And then they
both defenses have been really rocky in this game.
Yeah.
That hence why it's probably 2-2 at half time as well. I mean,
there's a difference though in how Luton are doing it. We're just playing balls over the top, and Luton are not sort of getting their shape properly and being a bit flappy decision wise. That's not happening with us. What's happening with us is they're completely bypassing our midfield with a quick 1-2 pass. We're just getting run around like school kids in midfield, and that's where the spaces are opening up. It's not that the defense is absolutely shocking necessarily. It's that we're just getting cut open, and then you've got a 3v3 or a 2v2. So we need to cut that out. Bruno's got caught a little bit too high up a couple of times. Longstaff's had the ball just played round him several times as well. Plus, good old Ricochet's not been going our way particularly when there's been a lot of clashes on the ball and it just bobbles out. But that's by the by. That's always going to happen. But I think it's the midfield that's the issue. We need to retain the ball more.
Yeah, I mean, I think Longstaff myself should have been stronger in that challenge with Barkley for their second goal. I think he wasn't strong enough. And initially, I thought it was just like Billy said, just a ricochet off him. But looking at it again, I thought he's got to be stronger than that.
We need to stick someone on Barkley and just don't let him move.
Yeah.
But we've got anyone in that team.
We needed Tonali or Joe Linton to come on, and we just haven't got that available. That's what we're missing profile-wise.
Yeah. JT Toon, thank you very much for your super chat. Afternoon, gents. We're leaving holes through the middle and getting killed down the left again. Bruno looks poorly and all. Yeah, Bruno doesn't look right to me. There's a couple of passes he's tried to play and have been very unlike Bruno.
He's been holding his abdomen. He's been holding his left hamstring. I don't know what he keeps moving around. I'm not sure what exactly he's holding, but
yeah,
he's not 100%.
Kendall says, nice to see Longstaff finally getting his shooting boots on. Yeah, took both goals really well. Didn't panic on them. I thought he did very, very well for the first goal, getting in between the two Luton defenders, Alex, and very good finishes.
Yeah, it's great. It's something that he did well at the end of last season, a little bit towards the start of this season as well. Just box crashing, being in the right place at the right time. He's just generally not very good at putting it in the net, but he's done it twice today. So, fair dues. We just could do with him maybe being a little bit more solid in midfield so we don't score at the other end, or we don't concede at the other end even. But yeah, we can't criticise it. Longstaff is going to be a hard one to mark. If he has a wobbly second half positionally, it's going to be a real stickler to mark because obviously we love that he's scoring, but we're so leaky in that midfield. We just need to plug holes.
C15 rises. Why won't any of you call out Miley starting too many games? It's clearly affecting our midfield pressing. Who's he going to play?
Yeah, but we have called out, but there's no.
And
choice.
we have, yeah, absolutely.
There's Joe White on the bench, and that's who's just been playing League Two. That's the alternative. It's not Miley's fault.
It's not any of the players' fault that they've played too many games. It's just a situation that Newcastle United have actually found themselves in this season. But I don't know. Shana says Miggy had an easy cross to Murphy to score, and he passed it to a Luton player instead. Yeah, we saw that one as well. Sophia, dear me. Miggy's a typical bloke, no end product. Oh, dear. Look, I don't care, right? I've said I don't think Miggy's good enough, and I'm sticking by that. He has the odd good game, but I don't think he's good enough. That is my opinion, which I'm perfectly entitled to. I know he's got a lot of fans out there. It's not that I hate Miggy Almiron. It's just I don't think he's good enough as a footballer for where we want to go. End of story. But you know what? There's always going to be supporters of Miggy out there, and that's fair enough. But me, as a fan, I do not rate Miggy Almiron. I'm sorry. But whatever. Slothy Vlog says Wilson up front and Gordon left second half, Tino at left back. No point waiting until the 70th minute when we're potentially 3-2 down. It's a good question, Billy, because he's got, how long does he give it if this second half starts the same way as the first half's gone? Can he risk not making a change? Be proactive instead of reactive this time?
Yeah, well, he'll give it 10 minutes, I imagine, or maybe 15, but we know Eddie Howe's not making change at half time. But he's entitled to this time because there's there's definitely a change to be made there. It depends how fit Wilson is, I guess. Mm-hmm. Can he get a half? Hopefully he can.
Yeah. Tino needs to come on for Burn. He's having a mare. Miggy can't get forward because he's playing left back. Well, that's the whole point. If that's the point that Miggy's having to come back and defend all the time, then that obviously says that a change needs to be made at left back because it's not working. It's there for everybody. And yes, I agree. Miggy's coming back a lot to help Burn out, but the times that Miggy's been forward with the ball, I want to see him drive at the fullback. I want to see him take him on.
I don't think he's been the problem. I think that's a little bit unnecessary.
What?
Well, your opinion on Miggy is absolutely fine if you've got that. I just don't think that warrants or is needed to be talked about this much at half time. I don't think he's the issue. The issue is the midfield. Yeah, we could Miggy take on his man a couple more times and maybe stick across. And absolutely, you're completely right. It is Luton. You'd expect against Luton he'd be doing slightly better. But there's the context of Dan Burn.
I'm not saying the left-hand side's our problem. I'm saying that we need to be stronger in various positions, to be honest. We're not...
Is he good enough to be rotation for a decent Premier League side? Yeah, probably. He's fine for rotate. He shouldn't be playing 45, 50 games a season in all comps for us. Not at all. But I'm sure he's good enough to be part of the squad. But obviously, we want somebody who can do what Murphy and Gordon are doing consistently.
Andy makes a very good point there, right? Bring Burn off for Livramento and let's see how Livramento and Miggy play together.
Yeah, I agree. Miggy's entitled to a little bit of time where he's not having to concentrate on defending for the game.
Yeah, because Tino will get forward. They can play a little bit of football together, and let's see what happens. Because Dan Burn is absolutely all over the shop.
Mate, the opinions in this chat today. We've got Alex, you talk waffle, followed by Alex, well said. It's like
everybody's got an opinion, guys. It's Shana says, what happened to Bruno shooting? He never absolutely. There's a couple of times in that first half he had an opportunity and delayed. I didn't get a shot in. I don't know why Bruno's not shooting. It's one of those questions that we just cannot answer, guys. It's a very strange situation. I'd love to see him shoot more because I think he'd get a lot more goals if he did just give it a hammer every now and again, put his foot through a ball, and let's.
I have got a query for you, substitution-wise. Everybody's talking about Tino to get a little bit more control of the game. Against Villa, obviously he subbed off Miley, a midfielder, to bring on Tino and just changed the shape entirely. Do you think he'd do that?
I don't know. Since 15 Rise, we have mentioned. I'm sorry, but we have mentioned other players than Dan Burn and Miggy at half-time. We've said Bruno, we've said Botman. Longstaff should have been stronger for our goal, their second goal. So honestly, some people only hear what they want to. And you have to just listen to the full thing. But it's all about opinions. There's a million of them in the chat, and there'll always be a million. Alex, players are come back on, so we'll catch you at full time, buddy.
You will. See you later, guys.
All right, take care. So there was Alex with his half-time analysis. I'll put the scoreboard back up now because Newcastle making their way back onto the pitch. 12-man Toon, thank you for your super chat, Paul. He says, Alex is talking the truth, though. If we had a more capable left-back, then Miggy might actually have the ball further up the field with an end product. Yeah, I'll. You know what? I'll agree with that. Wilson's coming on.
Yes, Wilson's on, which is.
I don't know who's gone off yet.
I've seen Miggy go. I've seen Miggy come out.
Anthony Gordon.
Anthony
Gordon.
That's concerning.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. He didn't look injured, or I didn't see him injured, Billy. But it is Anthony Gordon that's gone off.
Wow.
I thought he was a thorn in Luton's side all the way through that as the second half is underway.
Wilson will give him a different problem, won't he, with his physicality, but let's hope he's fit enough to do so.
Wow. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. And incidentally, Miggy started on the right.
Yeah, Murphy's gone left then, yeah.
Murphy's gone left. And Newcastle immediately on the attack now with Sean Longstaff, swings the ball in, looking for Wilson. Almiron pressing, does well, gets to the byline, plays it back to Sean. Longstaff crosses it in, but it's straight to the keeper. But that was a very positive start to the half from Newcastle there.
Yeah, if Wilson had gone near post A, he could have been in business.
Yep. Dan Burn now still on the field, clips it towards Murphy, who's now moved out to the left. Andrew Howe, thank you for another super chat. Inside now to Bruno. Bruno brings it inside to Longstaff. Longstaff takes a touch, rolls it in to Almiron. Almiron back to Trippier. Tried the first time ball, and that's going to be a throw into Newcastle deep inside Luton Town's half, which Trippier will take. Very positive start to the second half.
Yes. Yes, it seems that with that having a proper centre forward on it, it's given us a little bit more confidence.
Yeah. I wonder if we get some sort of update on Anthony Gordon, because I don't think that'll be tactical, Billy, because he's obviously got a knock.
Well, if Wilson had come on, you'd expect Gordon to go elsewhere, wouldn't you? So
yeah, absolutely.
Unless you're just resting him.
It's a risky thing to do, is rest him when it's 2-2 with Luton Town at St James's, Billy.
I agree.
Adebayor gets the better of Sven Botman there and still fighting for the ball. Good work by Miley to win it back, though. Miley has Murphy on the far side now. Murphy just inside the Luton half. Murphy bringing it forward now. Two Luton players come into cover. Clipped into Callum Wilson. Holds it up well. Wilson spins. Osho all over the back of him. And somehow he's got Luton Town. Well, Wilson was adamant it was a throw into Newcastle there, but it's gone to Luton. So if you just joined us back for the second half, Callum Wilson is on the field for Newcastle in place of Anthony Gordon. Miggy has been moved back to the right-hand side. Murphy gone left, with, of course, going through the middle. That's a nice ball. That's got to be a foul, referee. Oh, that's a terrible decision. Trippier was through there. He was tripped up, and the referee waves play on.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's shocking. That's got out of play there as well, but...
Yeah, he has blown the whistle for that. I mean, we've just seen that ball again. Great play by Miggy. Plays it down. Well, I mean, how that's not a free kick, Billy, I'll never know. I mean,
it's clipped his heels. It's a blatant free kick.
Plus the fact that Trippier's through into the box. I mean,
well, yeah.
But a very positive start to the second half from Newcastle. Absolutely. Good work again from Murphy. It almost got the ball down the line for Wilson. But Luton get out of trouble now with Barclay. He's got 3 Newcastle players around him here, Ross Bartley, and still manages to get the ball to the right-hand side. Benny wanted to have another run this time at Miley, but Miley does well. Throw into Luton Town. We've definitely come out with a little bit of purpose in this second half, Billy, which is nice to see.
Indeed.
Please do keep subscribing, guys. Bottom right-hand corner, click the logo and subscribe. And as we head towards now our next goal of 28,000 subscribers, Toon Gamer, thank you for your super chat. Gordon was limping before half-time, holding his leg apparently. So,
well, that's not good news.
No, as they're coming together there, no free kick given. Morris is absolutely furious that he didn't get that free kick for Luton Town. Here's Trippier trying to play the ball into Bruno, who was making the run. Morris is absolutely furious, giving the referee some pelters there. And then he's having a chat with Fabian Scher. Fapper Pickle, thank you for your super chat. I love Eddie, but this favouring Burn is hurting us and haunting us. Well, I mean, we've given our opinions on it before. But, you know, whether we like it or not, this is his favourite back four. Murphy tucks it inside now to Callum Wilson. Wilson lays it off for Miley. Miley plays a lovely ball to Murphy, who's got a man in the middle. Bruno's in the middle. Murphy, oh, what a mistake.
Could have played him in.
Didn't see him, Billy.
Yeah, he didn't know. Brilliant for Miley to get him in, though. We're still going. No, we're not.
Yeah, Benny's got it for Luton. But when Murphy first got into the box, Billy, it was a simple ball inside to Bruno, who was just a one-on-one with the keeper.
He's got to open his eyes, hasn't he?
And Bruno is furious. Look at this. Brilliant work from Newcastle in the first place, Billy.
Yeah, it was.
And then a lovely ball, but this is where he should have played it.
Yeah,
and
now.
He didn't.
Yeah.
And we end up losing the ball, unfortunately for us. Do you want to... that's annoying. What time you got, Billy?
50-10.
Right, I'm going to have to refresh because I've dropped off a little bit there.
Dubravka's played it out to Botman, and he'll hit it long to no one in particular. It's over the top of the defence, all the way back to the keeper. He's going to get a bit of pressure from Wilson, but he soothes it forward and out of play. So it'll be a Newcastle throw just inside the Luton half on the left-hand side. Kaminsky not very capable there, but anyway, Wilson has it, gives it to Miley, and now to Bruno. 25 yards from the Luton goal. It's with Longstaff, and now to Miggy on this wide.
That was an awful kick by the goalkeeper, wasn't it?
And now Scher could have a track here from distance. That's awful. It's a real sprinkler. You in?
No, well, it keeps stopping and starting, but I mean, I'm at 50.
Good pressure from Trippier, and now Miggy's in. Miggy's going to try and bend one. He didn't shoot. Doesn't know what he's doing here. Plays it square for Miley. Miley loses out. Terrible pass. And on the break come Luton with Ogbeni on the far side.
I think it's one of them where Miggy had a little bit too much time on the ball there again.
Could have bent one into the top corner. And the cross comes in. Looking for the header of Adebayo. Over the top it goes. And now Trippier picks it up just outside the Newcastle penalty area on the right-hand side. Inside he goes to Longstaff. Longstaff plays the ball in for Bruno. Bruno takes control of it. Gets away from one and plays a good ball there. No, it wasn't Bruno. It was Wilson. Was it? It was Murphy. I don't know who it was.
Oh dear!
It wasn't. Was it Murphy? And anyway, it was Wilson now. No, it's who's that? It's a great ball. Wilson plays it wide. It's Murphy. Murphy tries to place it. It's blocked by the Luton defender. Miley back out to Murphy again in the penalty area. Murphy's up against Ogbeni. Goes on the outside and shoots and just goes wide.
Oh. God damn, Billy Bob.
Lots of power in that shot, but it was just wide. It was a bad angle for him, really. But good football to get there, though. It really was.
I'm just opening another browser, Billy. I'll be back with you shortly.
Yeah, it was Wilson that played him in. So Murphy 1-on-1, tried the shot first time, come out to Miley, give it to Murphy again. Squared up by Ogbeni, and he shot, and it didn't even hit the side net, but pressure on for Newcastle, and should be a throw to Newcastle, that. The ref's never going to free kick for that. You're having a giraffe there. Absolute scandalous decision. Doughty's made a right meal of it. Jumps in the air as if he was clobbered. Has he been clobbered?
An opposition player making a meal of a tackle, Billy? Surely not.
Probably was Clobber, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
Free kick to Luton, deep in their own half, in the right back area. Bell leaves it for the keeper. The keeper's going to take it. Kaminsky. So this is going long, looking for the power of Adebayo and Morris up front, I imagine. Wilson standing right in front of him into the high Newcastle skyline, and it's a good header there from Cher.
What time you on, Billy?
53:26.
Right, I'm about 3 seconds ahead of you, but a decent refresh again, just in case. So, well, I mean, that's not very 2 seconds. I think we are, Billy. That should be all right.
Yeah.
Luton again playing with it at the back. I mean, how long do you think Eddie waits before making another change, Billy?
I don't know. 5-10 minutes. Well, I imagine. I mean, we've started the half well.
Yeah, we have absolutely. But Luton is starting to get a little bit more into it. And again, look at the pace of Ogbenny. He's round down. Burn pulls him down. Penalty to Luton Town.
That's a penalty. He's not giving.
It's got to be. It's a free kick, I think he's given. I mean, I'm astounded if that's a free kick. I'm absolutely astounded if that's not a penalty to Luton. He was absolutely burnt for toast there, Dan Burn. Oh, I tell you what. That's close, Billy, to being a penalty. I mean, first contact made just outside the box. Pulls him back there.
Well, he's kept going. He's kept going again. It's terrible defending.
I think that's a penalty. You know, I think we got away with one there, Billy.
Well, yeah, well, look.
I mean, look how far he's given the referee confirming it was outside. VAR are having a look at this, Billy. And I think, I mean, there's a pullback there, but that's outside the penalty area. Dan Burn is getting the yellow card, but then, yeah, maybe it is a free kick. Actually, it's a good decision.
Yeah.
Just outside the penalty area. But Dan Burn, absolute toast.
Yeah.
Absolute toast. And VAR still looking at this, Billy.
Well, he's just getting to the box before he falls, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That was my initial thought. And I think if the referee's called to the screen here, Billy, we may see a penalty here.
Yeah. It looks like Mike.
I mean, what is Dan Burn thinking? I mean, I think this is a penalty, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's thinking, but could Botman have got across quicker to try and block it off and allow him to take his arm off his shoulder? I don't know.
I mean, VAR are really taking the time over this one. I think they need to make sure this is right, but I'm convinced, Billy, this is a penalty because the main contact for me, he's pulled down in. I know there's contact outside the box, but the main. That's where the throws it there, Billy, which is inside the box. And I think that's the part of the foul that they're looking at.
Yeah, he may have let go there, though. This is going to be whatever they do here, they're going to be wrong, aren't they?
He's going to screen, Billy. I'm sure he is. Yep, he's been called. He's given a penalty. They have given the penalty. And I told you, Billy.
Well, it was an accident waiting to happen all day, and the people
absolutely
go Dan Burn for. Because he's not good enough.
Absolutely. As Alex said at half-time, Billy, it's the pace. He can't, the pace has got him every single bloody time.
He's lucky he wasn't sent off because he was in.
And that's the thing. He's got the pace every time that Ogbenny's gone against him and ran against him, he's beaten him every single time. So why is the manager not reacting and putting a quicker left back on? It makes perfect sense. And now it's come back to bite us in the arse. Now, let's just hope Martin Dubravka saves this penalty. Because we started brightly this second half. It's going to be a right kick in the bollocks if Luton score here.
Yeah.
But he hasn't missed in his last 5.
No.
And a bit of scrapping going on. Well, he stepped up and scored, but the referee wasn't ready, so you're going to have to retake that, son. And the complete bollocks going on here. I mean, Morris ran up to take the penalty. He thought the referee had blown his whistle, but he'd blown the whistle. Oh, all sorts of shenanigans going on here. It's unbelievable. I mean, to be fair, it was a very good penalty by Morris, but he's going to have to do it again.
Well, that's not even looking, is he?
No, he's not. To be fair, there was a lot of shenanigans going on the end of the box. Which, I mean, listen, this might work in our favour here.
I mean, he hardly covered himself in glory there, didn't he? Let's be honest.
No, no, he didn't. Here he comes. Morris scores, and Luton Town are 3-2 ahead at St James's Park, and this is turning into a little bit of a nightmare.
He went in exactly the same place, though. He went in exactly the same place, and
Dubravka went the other way.
Oh dear, yeah, but yeah, shocking defending. Their first attack of the second half, which is like 13 minutes in,
wow,
and they've scored from it. Really terrible. I mean, you know,
this is bollocks, Billy. Come on, Eddie, man, just wake the fuck up for God's sake. Get him off. How many times, Billy, do we say this as supporters, man? We've seen him being... How many times has Dan Burn been roasted this afternoon?
Yeah, every time. Virtually every time. It's not a case of once or twice. It's every time.
Bloody believable, man. Look at this. Outdone for pace again. There's one foul. I mean... I think the thing he's tripped him as well inside the box, but it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. It's shocking, man.
And if the referee had given a free kick outside the box, though, I mean,
Nah, Billy, look, there's no excuse. Whether it was a penalty or free kick,
no, it's not.
You know, our manager is, again, not reacting. He's not being proactive, and we now found ourselves 3-2 down because we've got a slow shit fullback who has been burnt every time in this match so far. There's a yellow card. I think we're both on the yellow card now, aren't we? Because Dan Burn just got booked before there. Oh, we need to wake up. And those of you that are saying, oh, you know, are we Newcastle fans and stop complaining? We're losing 3-2 at home to Luton Town, man. For God's sake. You're allowed to criticise. Bloody hell's fire, man.
Yes. I mean, we've started the half really well as well. That's the piss poor bit about it. And yet, from a counter-attack, they've got a penalty for it. We've managed to win the ball deep here.
Well, Almiron's fell over there, and Luton bring it away with Morris again. Plays the ball forward, looking for Adebayo, he's caused an awful lot of problems for Botman today. Botman's gone chasing after him again, but Adebayo holds him off. Luton have the ball back, played inside. That's going to be well won back this time by Burn. Burn springs forward, plays it wide now for Murphy. Murphy cuts inside. He's got Miley on the outside. Murphy now leaves it to Miley. Dylan, thank you for your super chat. Murphy with a little back heel there coming in. And now he is way out of position. Dylan says, blind loyalty is costing us games. I'm sick of it. Well, questions have definitely got to be asked here. As Dan Burn is, well, he's nowhere. And here come Luton Town. And this is Doherty on the left. It's literally a 4-3 for Luton here if they play it right. They have a big opportunity here. Barclay to Adebayo. It's 4-2 to Luton Town. And they are absolutely going bananas. What a pile of shite.
That's that goal
Jesus
that Thomas
Christ.
scored. Yeah, it's the counter-attack goal. Again, too many people up front. Terrible discipline there. And
what the God's sake is going on, for fuck's sake? Absolute pile of shite.
Yeah, the manager's got to do something about this. He's got to make changes. I know he's struggling, but, you know, get Harvey Barnes to do something.
Man. That was shocking from Burn. Who the fuck is that pass to?
Yeah,
nobody.
What's he doing there?
He's sitting on his arse, and then it's 4-3 for Luton. And to be fair, they played it brilliantly. Barclay just plays it into Adebayo, and a brilliant finish, and it's 4-2. Keith Truscott, thank for your super chat.
Once again, Ross Barclay.
Is Burn still on the pitch? I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah,
it's
easy
absolutely
peasy.
Shocking.
Easy peasy. It's easy peasy, isn't it? Too many going forward again, though, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what Dan Burn was doing there up front, trying to play the ball through.
It's absolute bollocks. DJ, thanks for your super chat. DJ said, I said at half-time, Nottingham Forest all over again. Burn is a shambles against pace, and Eddie Howe hasn't changed it when a blind man could see. Unbelievable. Well, it's right. I'm sorry. And now he's reacting to it.
Yeah.
Livramento and Harvey Barnes are coming on. Miggy's coming off. And Dan Burns coming off. When we're 2 fucking goals down.
Yeah, talk about shutting the door after the horse is bolted.
Hey,
That's
that's
reactive
shocking,
management.
man. Nah, not good enough from Eddie. Not good enough. That change should have been at half-time, Billy.
Yeah, well, at least within the first 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, yeah, definitely. We could all see it. Why couldn't he? Anyway, good game to get points from now. We're 2 behind at home. To a side that people were saying were the whipping boys of the league. These they ain't going down this year. No one God's earth. Anyway, on the attack.
Yeah, straight to their keeper though.
Oh, shocking from Bruno.
Conceded 4 goals, Billy, against Luton Town, 17th in the Premier League.
Yeah, 4 at home to Forest, 3 at home to Forest, 4 at home to Luton. It ain't good enough, is it? It ain't good enough.
I mean, I'm sorry, but how on God's earth can you be positive about this so far? Somebody tell me. Christ. The Luton Town are bossing us, man. They're bossing us. I've lost my streaming, quite frankly. I don't give a shite.
Well, Livermento's lost the ball there, but luckily it's gone to Miley. Miley's got a ball out wide. He goes now, it's with Murphy, who's kicked off the ball, and it'll be a throw to Newcastle.
I just don't believe what I'm watching, Billy. I just do not believe this.
No movement for the thrower here. It's gone back eventually to Livramento, and he goes all the way back to Sven Botman. There's about 26 minutes to go, so we need to score pretty quick. Long ball from Cher to absolutely nobody in particular. Alfie Doughty can shepherd it out for a throw if he wants, but he doesn't. He clears it down the line.
Totally I'm just going to change internets just to see if it makes a difference. But
okay. Ball is with Trippier. There's a foul there. Free kick to Luton. Foul from Longstaff on the 29. So what's happened here is Murphy's come to the right-hand side. Barnes to the left. Wilson still for the middle. The Luton fans are in full voice. Of course they are. Of course they are. And the crowd and the cameras are showing them. And this is it's a wake-up call. Well, it should have been a wake-up call when Nottingham Forest did it to us. We haven't took any heed from it. Dubravka has it. Nearly got caught out there. Trippier in the right-back position. Nice pass there for Wilson, who's did well there, Wilson. Bruno's pushed off the ball by Barker. The referee lets him get away with it. Should have been a slide going there from Molly. It didn't happen. And now Luton on the attack. But luckily, the winger slipped and Livramento has it. It's with Livermento's got Barnes outside him, gives it to Barnes. Barnes going up against, cross comes in, Wilson. Can he turn? Trying to get a shot in, he can't. Longstaff! That's a penalty there, surely. That's got to be a penalty on Longstaff. He's stripped in the box there.
Well, we'll see. 12
That's the most blatant penny you'll ever see.
It is. As Newcastle coming back down on the left-hand side, Bruno plays it into Sean Longstaff again. He's been, well, I think that's Barnes actually been harassed there as he went into the penalty box. Bruno, brilliant cross in, and it's in! And it's Kieran Trippier on his left foot, and Newcastle United back in the game. It's 3-2. And this might be a big opportunity because Kieran Trippier smashes it home on his left peg. 3-2. It's 4-3. Trippier's first of the season, Billy, and it was a brilliant finish.
Yeah, they got overdid at the far post, and Carlton Morris, who's a centre forward, having to come back and mark Trippier. What a pass from Bruno to get him in now, and a fantastic
brilliant on the outside of his foot. Yep.
So we're back in it again, and hopefully we can get back in it further now because we look dangerous again.
Well, I mean, look,
but how dangerous do they look? That's the question.
This could turn into anything. It could absolutely turn into absolutely anything. It really could, guys. I'm trying to get the super chats in here, but there's a couple coming. It hasn't refreshed on StreamYard, so I do apologise.
Drop it off.
It's just it hasn't refreshed. I've got one here from 12-man Toon, but I think there was another one. I'd love this channel. Oh no, that's gone again. Fucking hell, they've gone. I'll try and get them back later on. The StreamYard's not refreshing properly. I do apologise. Let's see if I can scramble back and get them.
Well, Luton are making changes now.
They are, yeah. Yeah, I've got them, Billy. 12-man Toon says, I'd love for this channel to introduce a public player ratings in the match review. Eddie Howe, 2 out of 10, and Dan Byrne, 1 out of 10 for me so far. Blake Tucker, thank you for your super chat as well. Very kind. Rachel Pedley, thank you for your super chat with just the word desperation. Over 3,100 watching, guys. Thank you so much for your support on this Matchday Live. Please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner. Come and be part of this incredible community. Just click the logo, click subscribe, and be part of this very special channel we have on the Toon Review. As Luton come back at us again now. I mean, this could end up anything, Billy, to be fair.
Callum Wilson was fouled there. Anyway, we've got the ball back. And that's another foul.
It's a bizarre game of football, Billy.
Yeah, it is. I wonder if Luton have gone to a different shape to try and hold on to what they've got. It may not be good for them if they do.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I think that's probably the worst thing they can possibly do. Sophia, thank you for your super sticker as well. That's very kind, Sophia. Thank you so much. Paul, please calm down. Everything will be cool. I'm sorry, but when it comes to Newcastle and getting beat off Luton Town at home, how can anybody stay calm? And there's Mick Harford, Billy, in the crowd.
Malcolm.
I'll tell you what, he was a tough bloke to play against, wasn't he? And you seen him on the pitch?
Yeah. He was a hard man.
Yeah, Miley looks like he's out of gas and all, Billy, which is a bit of a worry. I mean, does he give young White a chance? I don't know.
Why not?
Well, Murphy, by the way, moved back onto the right-hand side now. And Barnes left, Wilson through the middle. And Luton at the minute trying to play it out, but good pressing by Jacob Murphy. He's done very well here, pinning Luton back. That's not a foul. He's fell over the ball there. That's got to be obstruction.
Yeah.
And it is, says the referee, and rightly so. It wasn't a foul. Taken quickly. Harvey Barnes to the byline. Oh, it's run out of play. In fact, it was Bruno, but the referee didn't like the fact we'd taken the free kick quickly.
Good.
Insanity, thank you for your super chat. If this is his preferred back four, then it's a joke. Well, not now, because Burns obviously gone off. Good opportunity, good free kick chance here. 20 minutes to go. It's Newcastle United 3, Luton Town 4. And be amazed at that if you wish, guys. That is the scoreline at St James's. But we have a free kick here, which Trippier is going to swing into the box. In it comes. It's a good free kick. It's in the air. The goalkeeper's come for it. He's punched it, not got a lot on it. It's bouncing around in the area. Botman on the left foot. It's deflected for a corner. Very poor punch by the keeper, Billy.
Yeah, he's not the greatest keeper in the world, is he? I've got to say. And he's, of course,
Parkmeister. Yeah. Parkmeister, thank you for gifting the Toon Review membership. I think the goalkeeper's hurt his own defender there. I think he's going to be all right, though.
It's panic station to the back for them, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, to be honest, Botman's shot wasn't really hit with any malice, but enough to take it out of play. Peter Merrifield, thank you for your super chat. Why don't you say as it is, we are totally crap? Well, how can you not when we're 4-3 down at home? Anyway, in comes the corner, right to the back post. It's good defended by Morris. Murphy clips it back, but Luton managed to clear it away. And they're under the Alamo at the minute. Newcastle ramping it up. The crowd, you can see you're on the feet trying to get them going. Longstaff to Murphy now. Longstaff spins to make an overlap. Bruno is tackled and loses the ball, and we could be in trouble here. Oh, good tackle that by, I'm not sure who it made, but a shot!
It's Harvey Barnes!
It's Harvey Barnes!
Let in!
From Harvey Barnes! Beautifully placed shot! And it's 4-4!
What a finish that is!
Grab your granny! You're gonna make love to your granddad! It's 4-4! That's as cultured finish as you're ever going to want to see.
It's a fantastic finish with his left foot, but what a tackle for Molly to one Barkley just before that. They'll want a free kick for that. But Barnes has curved it from 25 yards. What a finish. We've done enough. Missed that, Harvey Barnes. That's fantastic.
Wow. That was placed brilliantly. Just passed into the corner, Billy.
Unbelievable
And
finish.
it's sensationally 4-4 at St. James's Park. And this literally can go any way you want. It's incredible. Paul, thank you for your super chat with just the comment, he's real. He is. Unbelievable finish from Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, terrific finish. But what a tackle from Miley. We all thought he was on his last leg.
It was. Yeah.
What a tackle to win the ball back in such a dangerous area.
Absolutely.
First time we got close to us, Barkley, all day.
Who can go on and win this game? Because, quite frankly, I have no idea.
Well,
but Newcastle have, I mean, since the subs, we've stepped it up. There's no doubt about it. We've looked more dangerous. But whichever way you like, I think the subs came too late. We shouldn't have been 4-2 down as it was. But listen, it's 4-4 now. And Luton now on the attack. But I think that looked offside to me. But the ball was overhit anyway, and it's gone out for a throw. 16 minutes of normal time left. It is 4-4 at St. James's Park. The Toon Trucker, thank you for your super chat. What a bloody goal. Diane Robinson, thank you for your super sticker. Very kind. Please do keep subscribing. Nearly 3,300 watching. We're heading for record figures again. Please do hit the bottom right-hand corner on the logo. Click subscribe and come and be part of an amazing community here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Barclay for Luton, 3/4 of the way into the half. And it's Adebayo in again. Dubravka makes the save. I think he ran out of room there, Adebayo, but my God, how did he get in there?
Yeah, we still look shaky at the back, don't we?
This is unbelievable. Trippier now rolls it back to Fabian Schär. Schär into Miley to Longstaff. Longstaff, good ball inside to Jacob Murphy. Murphy spins but loses the ball and sends Luton. Oh, that's a foul by Murphy. He'd probably get booked for that.
Yeah, it's a good foul to give, actually.
Yeah. Jacob Murphy into the book. I think he was angry he lost the ball there, but I mean, Ogbenny was literally lynched there. I mean, this is incredible. This is
defend properly, lads. Just defend properly now, and we'll win this game.
Well, it's a quick free kick from Luton. Ogbenny has it now, near the corner flag. Plays it back. Barclay, this again looking for the shot, but spins onto his left. Brilliant ball into Adebayo, and he tried to make room for Osho to have a shot, Billy, but they were on two different wavelengths there.
What a pass from Barclay that was, though. Good Lord.
Sensational. Drilled in low and hard. In it comes towards the penalty box again. Morris goes up with Trippier, but Trippier heads it back nicely to Dubravka. And take a breath. 14 minutes to go. Newcastle 4, Luton 4 in what has been just the most bizarre game of football you're ever going to wish to see in your life. But it's not over yet as Longstaff brings it forward for Newcastle. Plays it out wide to Jacob Murphy. Murphy wraps his foot around it. Great cross. Flicked away. Barnes! Oh, it's deflected wide. Oh, my goodness me. You just thought Barnes was going to curl that into the corner.
What a cross this is from Murphy, though.
Sensational ball.
It's a great header from the Luton defender at the near post and a fantastic block from the one at the far post.
Yeah.
Defending there. Got to give him credit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a goal. Had he not blocked that, it was nestling in the corner. Barnes put it in the right corner, but it was just a leg sticking out. Daniil, thank you for your super chat. This game is very nervy. Great watch along. Thank you very much. Keep subscribing, guys. Let's see what we can finish on the stream today. If you're new, cross comes in, headed away. There's a man went down in the box there. I think it was Wilson looking for and it comes again, headed away at the near post. Livramento now has the ball. Last man back, lays it into Harvey Barnes. Back to Livramento. Skips past one. Plays it then again to Harvey Barnes. Coming down the left-hand side. Oh, that's got to be a foul, referee. I mean, Bruno lynched to the floor, and it's a free kick to Newcastle. I mean, what a difference Barnes has made since coming on, Billy. I mean, that goal. I mean, how many times do we see him do that for Leicester, to be fair, Billy? Just passing the ball into the back of the net. He's done it so many times, whether it be on his left or right foot.
I mean, I've been critical of Harvey Barnes, but I mean, that was a fantastic caressed pass into the bottom corner finish. It really was.
It was just like smooth, just stroking a smooth backside, Billy. Just stroked it.
Well, no point looking for one of them in here.
No. Morris is going off. The Luton captain. He's had a decent game for them, actually. He's put himself around quite well. Of course,
I mean, these subs are meant to take 30 seconds. It took him 30 seconds to get his armband off.
Well, that's why Murphy's thrown him off the pitch.
Again, this is a time-wasting exercise from Luton. It's not even, they're not even trying to hide it.
No, they're not. You can't blame them, though. You know what I mean? I think that the manager will be absolutely distraught being 4-2 up at St James's Park and then pegged back like that. But it's been one of them games. I mean, you get the feeling that Edwards now thinks, right, we've got a point in the bag here. Let's not lose. Let's get something out of the game. You know what I mean?
Well, we've got a free kick wide, and
I mean, this is going to come into the box again, and hopefully towards this the penalty spot again. Random says commentary absolutely superb, lads. Top class. Thank you very much. Nearly 3,500 watching, Billy. Thank you very much, guys. As in comes the free kick. It's headed away. I'll keep saying it. Bottom right-hand corner, please keep subscribing, guys. Thank you so much. And Barnes is in here. Wilson brings it down. Wilson screaming for a handball. Wilson and Barnes were convinced that was a handball, Billy. I'm not sure if VAR will have a look at this.
Well, they must do. I mean, if any hint of a handball, they've got to look at it, surely.
Here it is again. I think that would be mightily harsh, Billy, if that was given as a handball.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Been very. I know we're a Newcastle channel, but we've got to be honest as well. It hit him on the top of the shoulder, I think, more than anything, didn't it?
Which was close to his body anyway. It was wrong on both counts, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Goal. So it's a free kick to Luton. And they launch it forward. Adebayo again underneath this one. Linesman keeps his flag down. And there's danger here. Luton are into the penalty area. Chance to get to the byline. Cross comes in. Dubravka's there. It's too close to the goalkeeper. Adebayo is absolutely furious because he was just standing on the 6-yard line there. Billy ready just to slot that home had he got the ball there.
He was, yeah.
Just under hit pass by Livramento. Good covering by Mengi there to clear the ball. Here is Livramento for Newcastle. Inside now for Bruno. He in turn goes back to Sven Botman. Botman onto Dubravka. Dubravka lays it to Fabian Schär. Schär looking for a pass, brings it forward slightly. Left-footed ball high into the skies. An absolute peach of a ball for Callum Wilson. And he's onto it in a flash. Wilson now on this right-hand side. Being forced wide by Osho. Does very well. Lays it up to Kieran Trippier. Trippier inside now to Miley. Miley has a look, see what's available. Has to go back to Fabian Schär on the halfway line. Schär again carries the ball forward into the Luton half. And he's going on a run, Billy. He's towards the penalty area. Barnes to his left. Here is Harvey Barnes. Oh, it's just wide, deflected again.
Lucky bleeders. What's the goal is all dead for?
And you know what it is? I mean, Barnes is brilliant at doing that, Billy. Stroking it with his right foot into the far corner.
Brilliant.
But somehow it doesn't go in. Schär, fabulous. And it takes two deflections. I think he was caught by his own player there, Billy. I think Osho caught him as he was diving. Just clipped him with his boot, but just deflected. I mean, I think the keeper got a touch on that as well, to be fair, to push it round the post. God, what a difference Harvey Barnes has made on that left-hand side.
Oh, he has indeed, hasn't he?
Incredible game of football here at St James's. In it comes again. Another Newcastle player goes flying in the box, but it's wellied into the sky. Murphy brings it down brilliantly and lays it to Trippier. Fabulous play from Jacob Murphy. Should have got it back. Trippier delayed it too long, and it's had to go back to Botman. Botman plays it out left to Harvey Barnes. Barnes has got an overlap from Livramento. In fact, he's got two people on the left there. One of them is Murphy, and this one is Bruno, I think, outside of the boots, just overhit as Barnes was trying to run onto it. But I think if there's going to be a winner here, Billy, it's Newcastle. We are in the ascendancy now. But my God, unbelievable roller coaster ride again.
Yeah, there's another big chance coming at some point in the game. There's still 10 odd minutes to go. So
yeah, absolutely, 100% agree.
Let's hope it falls to Callum Wilson because he's the man that's put him away.
Keep subscribing if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, guys. Bottom right-hand corner, click on that logo and click subscribe. And don't forget to keep giving us the thumbs up, guys. Very important. We keep getting the likes on the channel. Wilson again, brilliant strength. Plays it over the top, looking for the runner Murphy, but the goalkeeper's out. And manages to get a hold of it. In fact, it's Bruno who was making the late run towards the penalty area. 7 minutes of normal time left.
I've been very impressed with Wilson since he's come on. His physicality has been a major change in this game.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. Adebayo flicks it on in acres of space. Luton trying to get another chance in this game, but again, Trippier does brilliant. Anton, thank you for your super sticker. Most appreciated, my friend. Wilson thrown to the floor, but Bruno is in on it. Then he's thrown to the floor. And finally, the referee blows his whistle. 2 fouls there, but he gives it for the second one. A serious roller coaster ride, this, Billy, as it always is with Newcastle United.
Yeah, it is. But the key to it is that Barkley's out of the game now, isn't he? He's not getting on the ball half as much.
Absolutely, yeah.
Before, and we look dangerous because of it.
I mean, Callum Wilson was furious there. I mean, he was literally thrown to the floor. And I don't think the referee gave that for that foul. He gave it for the one on Bruno. I mean, this is too far out for a shot for me. But again, an opportunity to put some more pressure on Luton Town.
Yeah, Fabian Schär might fancy it. I mean, God, you're looking at 45 yards, 40 yards.
Possibly, yeah. Well, there's only Trippier over this, so it's not going to be a thunderbolt by the looks of things. This is just going to be clipped into the penalty area. Or Murphy's sniffing around out wide, could play it wide to him and get the cross in, but instead it's gone to Bruno. Bruno flips in the cross of the back post. Longstaff back across. Wilson is there. It's bouncing around. It's still Callum Wilson. To Murphy. Murphy first time into the box, headed away from Luton. Comes to Bruno. Bruno's got Adebayo all over him, but he's beaten Adebayo. Bruno into the penalty area. Crosses a ball! Oh! How has that not gone in?
Unbelievable play from Bruno. And how's that not been tapped into the far post from either Wilson or Murphy? It's not, I think it is Wilson. Is it Wilson? On his far post? It might be.
It's Wilson and Murphy. It's Murphy.
It's Barnes.
Got the touch.
It's Barnes and Murphy, yeah.
Yeah, Murphy's got the touch just over the bar.
What a ball that is.
That's sensational. That should have been a goal.
Yeah, it should have been. Brilliant from Bruno. Absolutely outstanding.
Wow. Honestly. Choke me with a pair of nuns knickers, Billy. Honestly, it should be 5-4 now.
Yeah, that's a fantastic move and just very unfortunate we haven't scored there.
5 minutes of normal time left. It's 4-4.
We're the ones pushing.
Oh, God, yes. Momentum. Absolutely. We've got to get a winner, Billy. 4-4 is not a good result against Luton Town. I'm sorry. It just isn't. We've got to get a winner. Dubravka plays it up towards Trippier on the right, who's pushed much further forward now. But now he's got to get back because Luton are on the attack. Murphy back in the right back position and a good tackle coming in there, but he's still got it. Botman plays it away. Nobody there for Newcastle United. Swung high into the air again. Down the left-hand side. Schär is underneath it. Scher's gone down and a free kick. And that was a bit of a... Well, I think Scher's won that free kick, to be honest. And
yeah, I think so.
A very, very theatrical... I mean, he was holding his rib cage and now suddenly a chance to play on quickly. And now Adebayo has gone down. I mean, they can't time waste because they'll just add it on. So...
Well, you'd hope it would.
I mean, he's probably taken the... He's coming off, actually, Adebayo. But, you know, he's got to... I guess Luton have got to try and take the sting out of this. They're under the Alamo here. Just trying to see if there's any movement on the Newcastle United bench, but I can't see any.
Corley Woodrow's the one coming off to replace him.
Yeah. Time is running out for the Toon, though. It is 3 minutes to go. I think there's going to be a hell of a chunk of injury time, though. Substitutes, goals.
Yeah, at least 6-7 minutes, you'd think, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. What a crazy game of football. It's 4-4.
Good fighting spirit from Newcastle, though. When we were 4-2 down, we never gave up.
Yeah.
You know, if we can finally get a winner, it'd be a fantastic win for us, I've got to say.
Flicked on by Trippier, deep into Luton's half. Well, I thought he was going to let that roll out for a throw in. He didn't. Roadblock, thank you for your super chat. It's not easy being a Geordie, is it? Absolutely not, pal. I'm sorry if I've gone a bit blurry on YouTube, but as I said, there is internet works going on in the street, which is causing interference with the signal. But we're still going, guys. We're still going. We've got nearly 3,850 people watching. Incredible. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the commentary on the game itself. We're into the final 2 minutes of the second half. And Newcastle have a throw-in. Is there going to be one glorious opportunity, Billy? One last glorious chance?
I think there has to be. I think, the amount of chances there's been in this game, there's got to be one more, surely. In fact, it's a free kick to Newcastle.
Somebody's getting booked here, and I think it's Jason Tindall. No, it's somebody on the Luton bench, I think, got a book in there. I thought that the direction he was running in, I thought Jason Tindall was going to get booked there, but it's not.
Well, Graham Jones quickly shot off and sat down, didn't he? So maybe it was him. Maybe it was him.
Oh, Wilson. Oh, he's given a free kick. The linesman's flagged. Are you having a laugh?
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Why is the linesman flagging that?
Nah, not having that. Like, Wilson's looking at the ball.
The linesman's got no right to flag that.
Oh, that's a terrible decision.
The linesman's got no right to flag that. To me, the refs give it as well, to be fair.
Wilson is foaming with that decision, and rightly so.
Shocking decision.
Botman heads away for Newcastle United. It's in the wrong part of the pitch for us at the moment.
Oh, take it down. You've got time.
Trippier clips it forward. Wilson is underneath this. Wilson is thrown, pulled back, free kick. I mean, how many times in this has Osho got away with that? And in fact, he's getting booked again. Not again, but for the first time, I do apologise.
Wilson's been outstanding in the second half. He really has put himself about.
Absolutely brilliant. He's got both arms wrapped around him, giving him a bloody bear hug. This is a good opportunity, Billy.
It is.
This is a good angle. Yep, good angle. 10 minutes of additional time. We've got another 10 minutes of this crazy game of football. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game of football. 4-4. Can Newcastle get a winner? There's 10 minutes to go in the game now, so it gives us a little bit longer, Billy, to try and win this now. And it comes from Trippier. Headed away. Comes to the edge of the box. Barnes was ready to hit that. Botman wants a penalty. Cleared away. Trippier now. Didn't get much purchase on that ball. Flicked out to the right-hand side. Now here's Bruno. Bruno hits a shot. It's deflected wide. Corner to Newcastle.
Yeah, it's one-way traffic at the moment, isn't it? I mean, we really have got the bit between our teeth.
Yeah, definitely. Trippier's not wasting any time getting on with this. It's Trippier with a corner for Newcastle United. Everybody up there for the Toon. Trippier's corner is a good one. Headed away on the edge of the 6-yard box. Comes to Livramento. Plays it wide for Harvey Barnes. Barnes back to Livramento. Back to Barnes. Trying to get the angle to get a cross in here. Down the line now, it's Fabian Schär. Schär whips a cross in. Headed away again, looking for his defensive partner, Botman. Livramento has hit a very, very poor pass, and it rolls out for a throw into Luton deep in their own half.
We can still box them in there. Still box them in.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep subscribing, guys. We're almost at 3,900 watching. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Please do click bottom right-hand corner, subscribe, give it the like button. The Toon Army simply gesturing to Luton Town to get on with the game. There's major delays going on here. They are taking their time. I mean, that throw-in took about a minute and a half there, Billy.
Yeah, shocking. And that's a foul there as well.
Yeah, free kick to Newcastle United again. And Newcastle in a very, very, well, itching to get on with it. As the referee pushes Trippier back a little bit. Wow, I mean, that was all of what, 2 feet?
Look, it matters, yeah.
Trippier plays it back to Fabian Schär. Less than 8 minutes to go in the additional time. Played forward for Wilson. Wilson towards the box. It's a great tackle. And it just goes out for a throw instead of a corner. But Wilson is giving them absolute hell since the minute he stepped on the pitch.
Yeah, they're having kittens trying to stop him, aren't they? He's got the bit between his teeth, Callum has.
Absolutely. Trippier's going to take this throw. He's drying the ball off. It's going to come in long, this one from Kieran. Well, he went to go for long, but he went short this time to Murphy. Back to Trippier. He needs support here. Gets it from Longstaff. Longstaff brought down. Well, I thought he was brought down. Yeah. Barkley plays it out the right, and suddenly Luton spring forward. And it's a 4-on-4 for Luton here. Can they play the right pass is the question. Well, Benny slowed it right down. But he's gone to the byline, and he's got to the byline. Benny plays it back. Great defending, Livramento. And now a foul. No, says the referee.
Oh, come on, ref.
Surely Botman was tripped there.
The linesman flagged for nothing to the end, and you get a proper foul this end. And well, it's different linesman, of course it is, but still. Shocking.
I mean, that's bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. But we've forced Luton back towards the halfway line. But now they're coming forward again. Bit of possession here for Luton Town. This is not what we wanted. Played out now to the left-hand side. Luton bring it forward. Burke plays it in. Oh, good defending again, Fabian Scher. Luton player's gone down in a heap. Get up. There's nothing wrong with you, Fanny. Honestly, stop wasting time. Livramento clips it now. Here goes Bruno, but the ball is forced out to play throw in. But there's a Luton man down. Brown is down. I mean, come on. Oh, what are you kidding me? There's nothing the matter with him.
This is blatant time wasted. He wants a free kick for he was tackled.
He's got a nosebleed. Oh my God Almighty! Well, there's going to be additional time on top of the additional time on top of the additional time here.
Well, you'd hope, because he's been down for at least, I don't know, 50 seconds, 40 seconds, something like that. Get him off the pitch.
Well, he's going to have to be 30 seconds off the pitch, which is no good to Luton. To be honest, Billy, I'm not surprised with a nose as big as that. I mean, that is a conk on him, isn't it?
It is, yeah. He could walk into the wall with an erection and still break his nose.
I'm struggling to think of why you would walk into the wall with an erection anyway, Billy, to be fair.
Well, Burnley got a late equaliser, 2-2 at Fulham.
Oh, so wow. So they come back from 2-0 down in that game. We've got almost 4,000 watching, Billy. That's a foul. That's not a good foul to give away. And Luton have a free kick here in a very, very dangerous position. Oh, I tell you what.
He got there.
I mean, he did. He went down like a rented donkey there, to be fair. Like unbelievable. Slap me in the face with a wet trout. The excitement is unbelievable. Trying to get Billy, we just passed 4,000 watching there. That was amazing. That's records. I don't think we've ever had that before.
No, I don't think so.
But it's a free kick for Luton Town. Over 4,000 watching. Please do subscribe if you're new. Bottom right-hand corner. If you want to be part of this amazing channel. In comes the free kick. Played away. It's bouncing around. And so Newcastle managed to put a foot through it. And finally, Ricochet went in our favour there, Billy.
He did for once. And Bruno's not running great either, I've got to say. What?
No, he's not.
Bruno
hasn't looked fit all game, if you ask me. I think he's played with a slight
niggle. Look at him now. Look.
He's badly limping. Badly limping. Oh, my God.
Need to win this ball.
And now Lewis Miley has the ball. Plays it to Barnes, but it was a poor ball. Very tired ball from Lewis Miley. And Ogbeni comes back down the right-hand side. One last big sprint from him. Cuts back. Plays it. And Luton now suddenly playing.
Oh, they're happy with the point, aren't they? They're happy with
absolutely.
The point.
Yeah, they're not going all out. Here's Ross Barkley. Out wide for Ogbeni again. I mean, they're just passing it around here, but we can't get the ball off them.
We've not got the legs to try and press them either, so.
No. Barkley now suddenly springs into life through the middle. Luton have men over here on the left-hand side. Barkley goes back onto the right, though. I always worry when Barkley gets the ball because he can spring a pass all of a sudden. Here he is on the ball again. Plays it out to the left-hand side. Luton not really in any hurry to get the ball into the penalty area, though.
No.
But now they have an opportunity. And that's a free kick, surely. No, says the referee. Shocking decision again from the referee. Share forced very wide. Clears it. Not a great clearance. Goes straight to Ross Barkley. Barkley. Oh, Benny on the far side. Great save. Dubravka to his right. And he holds the ball. My God almighty, that could have been 5-4.
Yes, it could have been.
Wilson does really well. Great strength from Callum Wilson. And he's bombing down the right-hand side now. Cuts inside, but he just got frozen out there. Oh, God almighty.
Yeah. I think this game's dying a slow death now. I think, they look the more dangerous ones in a minute. But
any wider of Dubravka, Billy, and that was 5-4.
Again, Barkley getting involved and we're in trouble.
A minute and a half of the additional time to go.
Well, I think it'll be longer. I think there'll be at least 3 from now.
I think there'll be, yeah, definitely, because Luton have had an injury since then, of course.
Can we put one last attack together and just take the spoils at the end?
Well, it's not looking that way at the minute. Dubravka's just kicked the ball. I mean, that was a terrible clearance from Dubravka. It's out of play. I mean, why isn't he just launching the ball up the field there?
Well, one just play it to Share or Botman, who was close to him.
Anyway, Luton take the throw in. Down the line it goes. Trippier heads it inside to Longstaff. Longstaff loses the ball but gets a free kick for it.
Yeah.
Newcastle want to get the ball back and want to get on with things. Trippier now to Fabian Schär. Botman in support of him. It was not the best ball by Schär. Forced Botman back. Botman launches it forward. Looking for Wilson. 2 guys come into him. Played along for hard. Look at this break Newcastle have on here. If we can get the ball. Wilson's in here. Oh, Murphy's headed just a little over the top. Wilson spins round. Gives it out to the left-hand side to Livramento. Livramento onto his right foot. We just can't open up the cross. Sven Botman now. Plays it out wide for Kieran Trippier. Trippier's surely got to get the ball in here. It's deflected out for a throw in. This is the last throw of the dice. The 10 minutes are up.
No, there should be
but we know there's got to be an additional 2 or 3, Billy.
Yeah, I think so.
Murphy now for Newcastle. Oh, he's lost the ball. And Luton try and bring it away. And win a throw in. And Newcastle desperately appealing for a throw. Luton will take the time with this and has that opportunity gone, Billy.
No, I think it may have done. Yeah, I think it may have done.
Long throw down the line. Trippier's header. The referee blows the whistle.
30 seconds extra.
Time.
30 seconds extra. That's absolute nonsense.
And Luton Town have drawn 4-4 at St James's Park. Whatever you think, that result is simply not good enough. We definitely, since the substitutions, we came back from 4-2 down in the ascendancy all the way. But unfortunately for Newcastle United, it's not good enough. We get the goals back. A sensational equaliser from Harvey Barnes. But after that, we huffed and we puffed, but we couldn't blow Luton's house down. And it finishes 4-4 at St James's Park, Billy Bob.
Yes, it was a poor defensive display from both sides, actually. What a game of football it was, though, for the neutral, especially. 4 apiece, 4-2 down. It was game over, but we did have the fighting spirit to come back and get a point out of it. Is a point good enough? No. But it's better than what we had half an hour ago. But 4 at home against these defensively, we were shocking today, I've got to say. Yeah. Shocking.
I mean, we can praise them for coming back from 4-2 down, Billy, but it should never have been at that stage. We saw at half-time the problems that we needed to address, but again, Eddie was reactive and not proactive. And, you've got to ask questions. Yes, the substitutions made a difference, but they should have made a difference at 2-2 and not 4-2 down. Yes,
exactly. That left-hand side was a worry all the way through, and it needed addressing way before it was. It cost us a penalty, probably cost us 3 points in the end.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's 1-1 against Luton Town, but we've conceded 4 goals against Luton. Anyway, Alex joins us. Alex, I mean, where do you start with that? Before you do, Calvin, thank you very much for your super chat. I don't want Burn anywhere near the starting 11 going forward. What do you make of it, Alex?
really frustrating, but at least we got something out of it. You know, we brought it back to a point. So, but we really should be beating Luton at home. It's not good enough. The lads know it's not good enough, and we're fortunate that they've managed to pull themselves up by the scruff of the neck and get a point at least. Shame to not get 3 points, but I think both teams played really well. We're just missing that umph in midfield. We really are.
Yeah, I mean, Miley did start to tire, but then made start to make an effect on the game later on again. But look, the bottom line is the substitution should have been made at halftime. We saw where the problems were. The problems continued, and it took for us to go 2 goals down before Eddie makes the change. I mean, you've got to ask questions about that, because Byrne was getting burnt constantly, pardon the pun, but he was. And they had him on toast. Len Simmons, thanks for your super chat. Byrne should have been taken off earlier. Avina, member for 7 months. Thank you very much, Avina. That's on Eddie again. His game management has cost us awfully this season. I mean, Keith, thank you for your super chat. Absolute shite. Eddie and Dan Byrne cost us that game. It's Luton, for God's sake.
I don't think there was anything wrong with the substitutions necessarily. I think it was specifically the keeping Byrne on. I've said multiple times this season, I think Byrne is appropriate against certain opposition, depending on who his opposite number is going to be. That was not an appropriate game for him. He's come in and actually played really well in certain games, but then when he gets one type of winger on him, he really struggles. And when they isolate him, it happened. You need Livramento in games like that.
So in that case, Alex, you've got to change it earlier. You have to be proactive instead of waiting until we're 2 goals down.
I don't think he should have started at all. I feel like the homework needs to be done in terms of when Byrne is appropriate to start and not start. And we need to start someone else, because there are games where Byrne works and there are games where Tino works. And I think we need to, instead of just having the same back line, we need to rotate personnel. With centre halves, it's not quite the same. Whereas with fullback sometimes and a lot of other positions, you need to rotate personnel depending on who the opposition is. I think it shouldn't just be the same back four because they've done well X, Y, and Z in the past. It should be, this is the winger today. This is their build up. Could be dangerous for Byrne. Let's swap it for somebody a bit quicker who can recover. Okay, we've got a slow winger. Maybe Byrne's going to be able to pick everything out of the air. Maybe he's good for this game. None of this just Dan Byrne plays all the time because he's from Blythe. It needs to be, we just need a bit of rotation.
A lot of people said that in the chat, Alex, is that, we said it during commentary that we've now come to the conclusion that that is Eddie's go-to back four. But I agree with you. Yeah. I think Eddie needs to look at each individual game and not think, we played well in the last game, so why change it? It doesn't work like that, because every team has different tactics, Billy. Therefore, like Alex says, different members of our squad need to come in to cope against that kind of thing. And Eddie should have realised today they've got pacey wingers. We know they have. And he didn't respond to it.
I think you've got to give Luton Town an awful lot of credit.
Really absolutely. Yeah,
we expect them to be rabbits and headlights. They weren't. They weren't scared. They played with some real good stuff. Barkley was fantastic again, absolutely superb in the middle of the park. And there's no coincidence that when we stepped up in midfield and took Barkley out of the game for 20 minutes, we looked on top. That he was the key to it all. I thought he had an absolute storming game off Barkley. I really do.
Yeah. Jazz, thank you for a super chat. If Eddie rates Byrne after that, I want him gone. Steve, thank you very much for your super chat as well. The Toon Rocket says, oh my God, we need to sell Dan Byrne. Only way to stop Eddie playing him. Eddie and Byrne cost us that game and totally embarrassed us. To be honest, that's what a lot of people are saying. Ronald saying conceding 4 goals at home is unacceptable despite the comeback. Claire says Eddie too slow. Villa scored twice before he brought Tino on. Luckily, the second wasn't given. That's a very, very good point. He's a reactive manager, not proactive, and he's got to become proactive. He has to. Because it's costing us points now. If he'd have made that change with Dan Byrne at half-time, Luton Town do not get them 2 goals, I'm telling you. They just don't. And it's really annoying. Really annoying. Yeah,
I just don't think he's clinical enough, is he? He has definitely got his favourites. Dan Byrne is definitely one of his favourites. And it is a case for horses for courses. You've got to pick your best side for the opposition you're playing against. Everyone knows that Luton have got pace down the sides and they're physical with it. If they were just physical, Dan Byrne would be fine, but they aren't. They're quick with it. he got done for pace on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 occasions today. He should have been spotted before he actually did go off.
Well, he's wearing the number 7, and he's clocked. Ogbene has been recorded as one of the fastest players in the Premier League this season. So, little 1-2s and link-up play with their forwards. It was, it was coming. But
Alex,
it wasn't a surprise.
This is my point, buddy. You can see
I
that.
agree.
You've done your homework and said Ogbona's, he's one of the fastest in the Premier League this season. So who does he pit against him? Dan Burn. I mean, it was clear in that first half that within the first 5 minutes that he had the pace on Dan Burn. And, why not make the change at half time? Don't say it's because, you can't change at half time. Of course you can. And you telling me that an elite manager won't make that change at half time if it was Fergie or Pep or whoever it may be?
There's a few other tactical insights that you could see in that game. I think Bruno is clearly an attacking midfielder at heart. Some of the passes and the assist for the 4th goal, he, a little bit kind of. I'm interested to see more flair from him because he was trying to create things down the wing and float crosses in. He's definitely got that spark about him. He definitely wants to play further forward.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're losing a lot of offensive potential playing him where he is. So if Howe does see him as a long-term 6, it's a shame because I think he could give us a lot more going forward.
100%.
And another thing, obviously, we have had to shift with Gordon going off. I do hope he's okay. Although, pleasant surprise, I thought Wilson actually looked quite good. I was quite happy with Wilson's performance generally. It was okay. Because sometimes he's come on and he's looked really leggy. He doesn't touch the ball. He loses his duels. Whereas today he came on. He was a nuisance. He made good runs, pressed well. Unfortunately, didn't get on the score sheet. But it looks like he's fit. It looks fine. So nice to see him back because we'll need him going forward. So that's a really good positive.
He gave them. Know what I liked about Wilson, Alex, was the fact that he looked like the old Wilson who was just roughing up the centre backs. He gave them hell. Yeah. Absolute handful. And then obviously you're going to mention Barnes there. What a wonderful, wonderful goal.
It was indeed. I mean, that's what we bought him for. He's a goal scoring wide player. Peak of his powers as a 26-year-old. Good to see him back. It was one of those hits. It reminded me a little bit of that De Bruyne goal because he's hit it from outside of the box and it feels like it was quite a slow shot. But it was just so intricately placed. Couldn't stop it. Goalkeeper couldn't get near it. Brilliant goal, very, very good technique, and we need him. We need that difference because Miggy does things. Murphy does things, arrives late at the back post. They do a lot of interesting stuff off the ball positionally, whereas Barnes is a footballer, isn't he? He's a lot better on the ball. So to pick it up outside the box and do that, we don't really see Murphy. I mean, apart from that Spurs goal, which was a bit of a freak goal. I mean, he shocked himself with that. So we don't generally see that from our wide players. So that's nice to see from Barnes, and it'll be a good option.
DJ, thanks for your super chat. This is a bit of fight from us at the end, but Burn should never start for us again. We can't defend pace and the press. Eddie Howe will not be our future if he ain't ruthless.
It took us to go 2 goals behind for the midfield to actually kick up a gear and start getting in the faces. And, for 20 minutes, we looked really, really good until we got level again. And we kind of went back in our shells again, didn't we? Or Luton got, they made changes, changed system, went a bit more solid, trying to
kill the game off, didn't they? Yeah.
And they did it. Give them credit.
Yeah. Sam, thank you very much for your super chat. The planet knew Burn shouldn't have played. I mean, I don't know. Stephen says Eddie Howe is a one-dimensional coach, not a good manager. We need a coach manager who has a plan B, C, and D. Well, look, he did have we praised him on Tuesday night for making the change when he did. He saw that, Bailey had come on and was causing us problems, and he responded to that. But it's when you're reactive in that way, it's a positive reaction. But when you're not proactive and you're reactive to going 2 goals down against Luton at home, when we should have clearly done something before, and everybody could see that.
Yeah, 3-2. When it went 3-2, we should have done it then. But really, so we should do it.
But we've just got to be careful as a fan base not to throw our toys out of the pram tactically with Eddie Howe. He's learning. He against Villa, again, it was really good preparation, really good tactical implementation. He's done a lot of good stuff on the training pitch. It did not quite work today. Sometimes he's getting it right, sometimes he's not. We've got to make allowances for that because any other manager we would have would do the same. They would make mistakes. So it's stupid having that argument because as long as we can see that he's learning and things are going okay, he's had that positive game against Villa. it's not an issue for me. If this was an entire season where he never ever learns, then yeah, okay, fine. Obviously, the one critique that doesn't seem to be changing is the burn thing. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? I think we're stuck with what we've got for the rest of the season. Obviously, the midfield sorts itself out as people come back from injuries. We'll have more umph to turn to when players like Willock and Anderson come back. So I'm hoping that kind of fixes itself. Whereas the left back, if he just keeps picking burn, just keeps happening, I guess.
I will lose patience with Eddie Howe if we don't buy a 6 in the summer.
Well, I'll lose patience with Eddie Howe if he keeps playing Dan Burn. Because
but he's got to buy a specialist 6. If you buy a specialist 6 and get our better players further up the pitch, we'll be a better side. It's obvious. It's clear and obvious.
Where do most teams attack us?
Oh, it's all down the left, yeah.
It's just obvious, man. You go against Trippier, you go against Burn, and of course they're going for Burn.
The key to it today was Botman wasn't able to put the fires out that he usually does, because I didn't think Sven had a great game either.
Yeah, and I'd agree with that. He wasn't quite as good as he normally is, which is rare for him.
Yeah. But listen, elite players are going to have off games. There's no doubt about that. I don't think Bruno was 100% fit today. I don't know why. I just got that impression that he was very laggy. But I just mention Alex, those wonderful balls that Bruno put in the second half on the outside of his right boot was simply world class. By the way, they were incredible. Go on, Alex.
Well, there's a load of people just saying that Eddie isn't learning in the chat, and it's nonsense. I disagree with all of you saying that. He absolutely is, because he's gone away. We lost against Villa last season. They put 3 goals past us last year, and he learnt from that. He's understood exactly what we needed to do to try and beat them last week, and we beat them. That is learning. Nobody's been able to do that at Villa Park since February of 2023. That's 12 months ago. He is learning. Absolutely, he's improving tactically. Fine, just because of the Dan Burn thing. If you want to put it all on just the Dan Burn, you can, but I think that's a bit naive. There's a lot more to it than just picking a player.
I don't know. Their third goal was a carbon copy of an AC Milan goal and not an Forest goal.
Yeah, there's been a lot of carbon copies, and I think, to be fair, that's what a lot of people are saying in the chat. And you're talking about that, but Eddie's been a manager for a long, long time. And I know he's still he's learning as he goes, but there's certain things that I don't think he's learning quick enough.
It's not black and white. Both can be true. He's making mistakes, but he's also 100%. Learning. Both can be true. It's not black and white at all.
And he is hamstrung by what he can pick from as well. Of course he is.
Well, certain positions he is, but the Dan Burn thing is,
he's not Hall and Livramento.
Yeah. Well, Lewis Hall, I mean, what's the point? He's just not. What is the point of Lewis Hall at the minute? I don't get it. I don't understand that situation at all. What is the point of Lewis Hall? I mean, it's crazy for me. Look, Harvey Barnes, yes, what a plus point. It's a plus having Wilson back, who looked really hungry, looked really strong and energetic today. But again, how long do we have him for is the question. Well, and that's not been facetious or anything like that. I'm just talking from experience and fact with Callum. We don't know how long we've got him for. Harvey Barnes coming back is massive. He improved us down that left straight away when he came on, scored a cracking goal, almost had a second. If it wasn't for a brilliant block, that would have been the winner. So yes, we've got definite positives to come out of this in respect of players coming back. But we go to Forest next, and we know that will not be a walk in the park for Newcastle United. They will have watched that game today and thought, wow, there is aspects of Newcastle United we can get at. But let's just hope things are done in training this week. We've got a week to prepare, and we go again. It's as simple as that.
One of the same aspects they got at before, so they haven't even got to do anything different, really. We've got to make changes to our personnel. There's no way Dan Burn could play against Forest. He got torn apart at St James's Park. And hopefully Callum Wilson can come in and start as well. I'll tell you how long that Callum Wilson will be fit for. He'll be fit until Alexander Isak's ready to come back, and then he'll get injured again. We've got away with it again, haven't we? Alexander Isak's out.
To a degree,
Wilson's ready.
Absolutely. David, thank you for your super chat. He says, I don't want to see Elanga against Burn next week. Again, it's pace. It's pace on that side that will put against Dan Burn, and you can bet your bottom dollar the Nottingham Forest manager will be looking at that thinking, rubbing his hands together, thinking, God, I hope Dan Burn starts the game. Because it's ludicrous.
Well, it's
ludicrous.
not just that. There's two things we've got to be worried about. We've got to worry about Gibbs White finding the pockets in between our midfield, and we've got to worry about Hudson-Odoi, Alanga, pacey wingers, then Chris Wood after he did that last time. So there's a lot to be worried about.
Yeah, absolutely. But that is it for Matchday Live. Alex and Billy will be doing their match reactions over on Patreon immediately. So that will be uploaded later on tonight. I am going to get a new chair, so they will all be uploaded when I come back. I'll be doing a reaction over here on YouTube as well. And then we'll be back at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, of course, for the match review. That should be extremely tasty. So don't miss that one tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And we'll do the player ratings, of course, and you can join in with that. But listen, thank you so much for all your super chats and new memberships today. Over 4,100 people watching. I think that's a record for the channel. Insane. Absolutely insane. Thank you so much for all your support. And hopefully, and welcome to all our new subscribers. Hopefully you'll enjoy being a subscriber of the channel. We've got a hell of a community on here. So thank you very much to everybody. Mods, you've been incredible today with such a big audience in. Billy and Alex, thank you very much. But as usual, guys, it's all up to you out there. Thank you so much for joining in. Not the result we wanted. We will discuss it again in the review tomorrow when all the dust settles down again. But keep your eyes open for the Patreon podcast with Alex and Billy. I'll put that link in once it's uploaded. Put the link to Patreon if you want to join that. It's a small monthly fee for more content from us behind the camera, more podcasts from the Toon Review. And, of course, I'll be doing my match reaction here on YouTube. I'll upload that a bit later on. But try and enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, guys, and your weekend. And we will see you tomorrow night again live at 7 o'clock for the match review. Sorry it wasn't 3 points, guys, but take care and good night.
Away the lads and lasses.
Come back and check out the